just off by a few inches, but guided by the gods, you deliver a decisive strike. Ooh, decisive indeed. You hack off one of its arms, which falls to the ground, its black bone protruding from the injury.
Right, that'll be it for me.
Very well. Fowlermane.
I'm gonna reposition a little bit. Much to the Flump's fear, then I'll just fire at this one.
Right.
They can. That's a bit of a miss.
Alright, trace a line between you and the Flump.
Wait, what? Which one?
The Flump that you... sorry, not the Flump, the ghoul that you were attacking. Debbie has been struck in the back of the head by a bolt of pure chaos. Roll for damage.
Oh, that's not too bad, but still.
Does it hit me or the armor?
It'll hit you with the critical fumble. It just gets you straight in the back of the head.
Alright.
Protest their innocence. They telepathically contact everyone and tell you that they mean no harm and that they're very sorry for what they did, and they just start farting wildly. Anyone who is within 15 feet of one has to make a saving throw.
I'm sorry. I'm nervous. I fart when I'm nervous. I'm a nervous fart.
Poor Dahlia.
Are they all British?
I'm sorry, Chuck.
We mean you no harm.
Oh man.
I'm really sorry.
Had a bad curry for lunch or something.
That's it. White flumps with spicy food, you know how it is.
Oh, they got foul as well. Oh no.
He is now Fowlermane.
Oh.
God.
Oops. Bite the one right in front of me.
You ravage it like a dog with a bone. Ah, incoming claw. I shall decline. Ravage indeed.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
You try to overpower the ghoul and knock it to the ground, but it somehow manages to hold itself up in spite of the fact that you're 2 or 3 times its mass. Devi, you cop a lightning or acid or firebolt in the back of your head, and it kind of aches.
Sorry, I'm loading back and I crashed for a second, but
Gotcha.
Gotcha. And alright, I maintain concentration, thank goodness. I'm gonna go after, I think this is the injured one right here.
Hold up. I'm just gonna... We did talk about something last week at the end of session.
Oh,
that's all I'm
right.
gonna say.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn undead.
Brilliant. I didn't want to mention it last week, but I was intrigued by our lack of turning undead. I thought that it would be an excellent option. So I shall start going anti-clockwise from Kefka's ghoul. Wisdom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5, is there?
Oh
1,
my
2, 3, 4,
god.
5.
Fuck me.
Wow.
So the first one runs.
No,
You got one though, hey.
Oh, I suppose it can run through its partner. Yeah, there's nothing stopping it from doing that. 5, 10, 15, 20.
May as well take a tax of opportunity on that sucker.
Definitely. Kefka can take one, and so too can Flint. 12 will be a hit, but Kefka bites nothing except his own tongue.
Oh, that sucks.
Alright. It's a glancing blow, and the ghoul just makes a run for it. Does it do it on its turn or immediately?
It's on its turn, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. So, like, it's pushing its way past. I'll deduct the hit points if it actually survives, but it might not survive, so it'll kind of be irrelevant.
Should have just stabbed things instead. Alright, that's my turn.
Well, I thought it was a good tactic, but yeah.
The dice.
An
gods
effort
said
was
no.
made. There was a +0 odd to that, and what was the odds were in your favor there. That was just like, wow.
The freak
Tough
of
goals.
probability, really. Yeah.
Home territory advantage.
Like I said,
I've been
5%
seeing
chance
him-
I die.
See, I've been seeing him make save after save though, so I should have known better.
Yeah,
Rex.
R6 dice are rolling hot.
Yeah.
Time for Rex to cut him off. So I'll move up around to right here, and I'll attack this guy. Right south for me.
Is that a wall or is that open space?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, that is a wall there. Yeah, so you can't push
right.
through that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so this is a wall.
Yeah. So,
I see.
yeah,
I'll swing at this one.
very clear. The map really isn't very clear. All right. That'll hit, and it will almost certainly take it out. Yeah, lofts its head clean off.
And I'll use the rest of my movement to... I can push diagonally through here to get here, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll do that and end my turn.
Yeah. All right. So Flint, you can see that that was the one that was going to run, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
I meant to...
They don't give two shits about your turn undead.
That's okay.
It's alright, because Big Boy Rex is here, and I'm gonna stab this motherfucker. I'm going to burn inspiration to re-roll that natural one.
Very
Fucking
well.
1 in a 20, god damn it.
If only you were reckless, then it would have been brilliant.
I'm not high enough level.
Indeed.
Oh, that was a good blow, though.
It certainly is, and it's the one straight in front of you, right?
It's the injured one in front of Debbie.
Ah. Let's see how many hit points that thing has. Can't quite tell.
We've hit that one so many times, it's gotta be dead here, right?
Yeah, it is, in fact. It takes it down to like -6. Hacking it in the back and just hacking it to pieces like chipboard. Okay.
Alright.
Razul.
Their line is broken. I'm gonna maneuver through here. Wind up just here. Coming through, if possible, Arctic, I'd like to bring out both of my daggers.
Yeah, I don't mind that. For the record, I think I don't mind that at all. So we'll just
Sweet. Cool. So it'll be action and bonus action to make 2 melee strikes, and I'm going to target this ghoul just to my northeast here. 1, 2.
Ice picks. Yes.
18 and a 21. Ignore that 4 for a total of 11 damage.
Alright, it's a grievous injury, but the ghoul somehow limps on, even as you dislodge vertebrae within its back.
Excellent. That's turn.
And realizing the danger that they're in, they then retaliate. The pair of ghouls go straight for Razul with everything they've got.
Yeah, the first one will definitely fucking kill me. Well, not kill me,
And
but it might.
bites you right on the face and gnaws you. It's fetid breath, smelling even worse than your daughter.
I'm paralyzed.
It's not paralyzed. It's just a bite. The bite has no.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, the bites do more damage, but they don't have the paralysis. And likewise, the other one tries to bite Flint.
That will hit me.
They go straight for the face, like a bulldog. They are devastating blows indeed. But the ghouls aren't sticking around. They've seen that their ranks are broken, and good tactic or not, they break. Attack of opportunity from Rex. And wedges his axe in the back. It's a devastating blow, but it doesn't finish it off, allowing Flint to attempt the same.
Give me 1 second to attack a macro. Gotta take off my sneak. Another natural 1.
You instead drop your weapon with a clang against the stone below. The ghoul chuckles at your incompetence. Meanwhile, Rex can no longer strike at the other one, but Devi will have an opportunity.
Alright.
Impales it through the back. And I think, that will be enough to finish it off. It was heavily injured already, and it staggers away, leaving its entrails wrapped around your weapon. Which means that both Luna and, if it survives, also Razul can deliver their wrath onto the survivor. Excellent. You hamstring it, causing it to limp away and past Razul. Razul has his dagger at the ready. And it's a decisive blow, but still the ghoul limps away, dragging one of its feet at an odd angle. The ghouls split up, as if that might somehow be their salvation. Dahlia, they're getting away, but your father, his face is mauled, and he has like little teeth lodged into his cheekbone.
I will come closer, and I'll try to strike the fleeing ghoul with a sacred flame. I hope it hits this.
Or at this point, but it's not going to matter with sacred flame.
8. Hey, nice.
8 is enough
Hey.
for it to get engulfed in flame, and it's like a human torch that has to stop, drop, and roll.
We curse at it with every curse word under the sun in Badin for daring.
Mind your tongue.
That's it. That's put that woman in her place. How dare
That's
she?
my daughter. That's not just any woman.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well,
Well,
I mean, even if it was, like, what is she? A sailor?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Father. I lost control of myself for a second there.
In the heat of combat.
Yeah.
Ever vigilant, mate.
Vigilant. Quick clip around the ear.
Even in a life or death situation, you gotta make sure you gotta keep that profanity in check.
Oh, he can swear all he wants. It's just you can't.
Definitely. That's a man's prerogative.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna chase after the school.
Indeed. It's trying to hide behind a huge pillar that the dwarves constructed in days of yore.
I'll throw my axe at it.
You have an excellent shot at it. You have angled yourself so that it has no cover whatsoever, and it looks back briefly, only to have an axe lodged in its head as a result,
It's only 5 damage.
which will be enough. You lodge it into its grey matter in the brain, and the ghoul tumbles to the floor with a ghastly scream.
Get the skulls.
I'll go collecting all my discarded weapons.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have a thrown dagger somewhere. I'll pick that up.
And I kind of want to like stop and listen. Just tell everyone to be quiet for a second. Is there any sound like there's anything else moving further on in the tomb?
Valid question. The flumps are filling your brain with like messages. We mean you no harm.
Stop farting!
Make a perception check.
Alrighty, that's great.
But you're so distracted by the mental, like they telepathically speak to all of you all at once, and it's very disorientating.
We should probably regroup outside the cave. I know a couple of us are hurt.
Fine.
I'm fine pressing on, but if you think it might be more pertinent to regroup, then we can. I don't mind.
Well, we can regroup here, get our bearings, and then press on. And I'll walk up to Luna and put a hand on her shoulder and give her 5 points of healing with that lay on hands.
Thank you. For a giant lizard, you're not that terrible.
He's a dragon.
He's a giant
Dragon.
lizard.
You fought well.
Aye, as did you.
He'll sort of nod in agreement and camaraderance and start looking around.
Arctic,
Be gone, ye tomb robbers, or suffer the mighty curse!
What? Where's that coming from?
It came from up near where Salamane was searching around.
Be on your guard.
Hey,
This
we
is a
paid to come
dwarven
here.
tomb, right?
It is.
Is there any like script on the walls or anything?
Yeah, there's some, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a minute and go ahead and read some of that. I did learn Dwarvish in my time in the army.
Okay. It tells tales of heroism. It's mostly broken bits of motifs and bas relief stuff like that. Anything. Be gone, ye tomb robbers, or suffer divine curse. It's mostly like like imagine a bas relief, but people have tourists have taken like their panels. Anything that looks like it might have been valuable, people have stolen. Be gone, ye tomb robbers, or suffer divine curse. And so it's very hard to make any sense of it beyond a handful of dates from about 300 or 400 years ago, and a few references to the dwarven gods.
Can I try and figure out where the sound is coming from?
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, you can. Make an insight check.
Well, I'm not good at insight. Oh no, I am. That's wisdom.
It comes from all 4 pillars.
I'm gonna take the hammer I have in my what is it, Dungeoneer pack, I think has one. Explorer's pack. Just start beating at the pillars with it.
Alright, you start hammering away at the pillar, and you see dust falling from the roof above.
What?
If you're gonna do that, I'm gonna stand like way back here.
Coward.
Isn't there some kind of dwarven proverb about trying to knock down like the supports to a room you're standing in? Or is that just common sense?
By the way, I'll start casting Mending on Luna's sword way over here.
Thank you. I'll give it one more hit, then walk away.
Do you got like a proper sledgehammer, or do you just got like a regular hammer?
Like one for doing tines into a rock face.
Oh, well, I've got a fucking sledgehammer if you want to use that.
Fuck it, let's go.
There you go. Alright, now I
voice.
am going to stand back a ways. I recommend you all do the same. Are the flumps still here?
Stick around for a while, don't they? I'm not sure.
A minute.
I think it's
Okay.
1 hour. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll just stand over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get within jumping distance of the exit here. Alright, Luna. Go crazy.
I'd walk over to someone else. I'd hit a different tower this time. I'd hit this one.
Yeah, a bit more dust falls from the roof, but you get the sense that you're really going to have to lay into it if you intend to do any real damage. They are support beams, and they're built strong.
I'm just trying to make the voices stop.
Indeed. They haven't spoken since that 3rd time, so there is that.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Arctic,
Don't worry,
you did
guys. I
mention
took care of it.
you're doing a great job, Luna. The camp, we didn't really. I don't think we looked at that all that closely. I'm gonna pick through it. Anything interesting left behind?
Investigation roll.
I might have tried that. I think I did try that, and I bunged my roll. That's insight, but the modifier is the same. It's a 13.
13? Alright, yeah, you find some, what do you find? Some coal, a few lumps of coal, a smashed vial. You actually find a handful of arrows that are still intact, a D4 arrows, and a whetstone for sharpening swords.
I am going to absolutely keep that whetstone, and hey, I can always use more arrows.
Arctic, what are these ghouls decked in? I'm going to take a knee and just kind of pick through this one's kind of clothing, see if there's anything of significance about it.
Naked. They have a few scraps of chainmail or hide armor or just general farmer's clothing. And so from that, you might be able to ascertain that they come from a variety of walks of life. I'll stop just there because Rex is suddenly attacked. I'll get back to the description in a moment, but Rex is suddenly attacked as a crossbow bolt flies out of the wall and hits him in the shoulder pad. He is unharmed. But yeah, so some of them are wearing farmer's clothing. Some of them have the sort of hide armor that you expect a hunter or a trapper to wear. And some of them have scraps of chainmail, which means that they were probably guards or soldiers. And then yeah, Rex just suddenly gets tinked in the side of the shoulder, and a crossbow bolt falls harmlessly at his feet. The crossbow bolt is shiny.
Rex will just look down at it and then look at the hole that the bolt flew out of. And then
See it, because it came from across the room. It came from over here or over there or something.
Oh, from the other side of the entire...
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
complex.
Are we rolling initiative?
If you want.
Probably for the best.
Oh, I'll roll.
Yeah.
course.
Rex, you're really good at this. Holy shit, Razul.
Hear a tink
Yo.
as a bolt hits Rex. He
Yeah.
then bends over to pick up the very shiny little bolt, and the rest of you go into combat mode. Well, Razul.
Okay, so he's been shot, and you mentioned it was from this direction, correct? The
Yeah,
bolt's come traveling like
essentially
this?
from up here. Yeah, yeah.
All right. So
But,
like,
it could have been there, could have been there, and
yeah,
there's,
sure.
who knows?
So flicking through the ghoul, look at Rex having been shot. Look at the direction the bolts come from, and call out. Yeah, I think we might be under attack. I need to refresh my page because I can't click my token. But I just intend to move up to behind this pillar here, and that'll be my turn. So throw to Flint. I'll do that.
What did I do at the turn? There it is. Flint.
Alright, so I didn't really see what went on, but Razul made a fit about something.
We've been shot at. Point over in that direction and take cover.
And I'm gonna take. I suppose that's pointless to do if I've got a frickin' lantern going. Kind of pointless to hide then. I guess I'll just dash then.
I'll pull out my bow and kind of.
That'll be my
peer around
turn.
this Pillar.
You've got some cover. You've got your weapon ready.
Mm-hmm. I don't see anything this direction.
No, you can make a perception check, but it'll take your action. But you don't initially see anything.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. You hear the skittering of dozens of little feet up this direction, kind of like that.
Guys, I think we got problems. Remember those rats from town? I think they're here. And that'll be it for me.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start moving this way. 3, 4, 5, 6.
This, by the way, is an alternate entry. Whereas these are clearly the main entry. It would have been the entry that the dwarves intended people to use. These are more like natural caverns. They're at an elevated position to the main entrance. But I just thought I'd point that out since the dynamic lighting is confusing at best.
Gotcha. Alright. And then I'm gonna dash. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. And bonus action, cast Healing Word on myself. Because we're gonna run into more stuff. I feel like I need to not be so hurt.
There is the lingering stench of the ghouls, but you are mercifully distant from Dahlia.
Thalaman is also stinky.
I was just
is
thinking
Valor.
that, yeah.
Oh, does that mean I need to
Indeed.
make a save of sorts?
No, you automatically have poisoned if you are within 5 feet.
Okay, so then while I remain within 5 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, only while you're there. Stinky boy.
Me.
Me. He backs off.
So, go around, stay here.
These are natural caverns, and
'Cause-
you can see sunlight at the very end of them.
I was staying here for a bit.
Brilliant. No problem at all. Alia.
I will move here and dodge.
Kefka.
I run there, and I guess I don't see anything.
Initially, but you can make a perception check, it'll take your action. Right, do you have advantage on smell and hearing? Is that how wolves work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you do hear some things. You don't smell that much. There's too many overpowering stenches already. But you do hear the skittering of feet that I indicated earlier. It's much sharper and clearer in your mind. How would I describe it? Rather than being the running of footsteps, patter, 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 it's really a tap, 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 like imagine dropping a handful of marbles on the ground, tick, 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 like that, or pick up sticks, something like that. Doesn't sound like conventional footfalls at all. Right. Rex, it was the bolt that hit you that triggered all of this.
Yeah, it takes him a second. Like the bolt hits him, he barely feels it, and it falls to the ground. Then he
It's the last one to figure out. He got shot.
Fucking attack. Only a coward shoots and runs, so I'm going to move and dash.
Click behind you as you move forward.
Click as I start moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a trap. That's just a trap. Calm down, everybody. It's just a trap. Wait. Look out for traps.
Do we calm down?
I think that explains the skittering noise.
It's gears.
Yeah, Razul kind of relaxes hearing the click behind Rex. I will cautiously kind of step out to 15 feet. Maybe like another 20 or so, and kind of, I don't know, I'm still a bit tense, so I will take the dodge action, but I'm kind of just, I will wait.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of step like a little ways away from where Rex was, and I am going to use my action to search for traps, pressure plates.
Indeed, you'll have advantage since you're like you've got something particular in mind. You're not just making a general search, but you're particularly looking for things on the floor, for example.
Is that going to be perception or investigation?
Investigation, yeah. All right. You discover that there is a panel over here in front of this wall, which is of a different color to the other stone. And it also looks like there is a little bit of grease on the floor. And the grease is quite fresh. Now we all know, I think, what fresh grease looks like, a clean oil. In contrast to the dirt and the grime and the everything that is ancient about this structure, the grease is fresh.
Look out for the pressure plates. Someone's been working the traps here lately. It's more than just ghouls.
And that was an untarnished bolt too. That hasn't been sitting here for years.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the bolt? Can I use like my interact with object to just snag the bolt?
If Rex left it behind?
Yeah, he would have. He would have just saw it on the ground and started hoofing it towards the source.
Oh, I'll let you make a insight check, Flint, just as a free action. Has anyone... even if you didn't buy the bolts, I'm going to assume that you would have seen them. They look identical to the bolts that you can buy at Westgate Wagons from the Halfling.
Oh.
Luna.
Oh, I was muted. But yeah, I'm still in danger mode, so I'll just sprint up and ready to shoot something.
Cool. Right. Yeah, you will. You don't see anything, but you can clearly see that the wolf is looking in this direction. His ears are pricked, and he's sniffing the air, and the wolf's attention is diverted to that direction.
Okay.
Davy.
Alright, I'm gonna move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna dash again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is my turn.
Alamine.
I'm going to apprehensively advance a little bit. Towards around the corner. And then I'll probably stop around here. Make sure I'm out of range of the stench.
Good idea. How considerate of you, Dahlia.
Move up as well and dodge.
Lantern Kafka. I'm up muted.
I'm gonna move there.
Your wolf senses are tingling. Oh, you don't have vision with the wolf, I can see. I'll change that. Do wolves have dark vision? Like, surely they do, right?
No.
Don't.
No?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's right, even cats don't have it. I'll give you 0 sight at least. So you can at least see through the eyes of the wolf, and I'll maybe I'll save.
I'm gonna use my action to sniff the floor for tracks or anything.
Excellent.
Is that an investigation? Or
Yeah, or make a perception, I think, actually. Either is fine, and I'll give you advantage in either case. So, there is a creature up here. You can sense it. You can absolutely sense it. It smells alien but familiar at the same time. It kind of smells like a dead fly, a crushed insect, something like that. You can clearly smell it, and you can also hear the skittering of dozens and dozens of little feet. But that's not all, because the fur stands up on the back of your throat, and you also sense something here. You can't see anything, but you sense the presence of a creature right here as well. Through all the thickness of the spider web and all the dust on the floor and the mildew and the mold, throughout all of these environmental obstacles, you are confident that there is a creature up here that smells like crushed insects, and a creature up here which is deliberately trying to remain steady and
Oof.
Big oof.
I'm just snarling and looking at both directions.
right. Rex.
Rex is going to continue charging. He will move and dash. Just need to make sure how far I can make it. Right there, right next to our friend. And that'll do it for me.
Okay, Razul. Half the party has run off, and the rest of the party remains in the main chamber.
I kind of mumbled to myself something about being patient, and then I'm gonna go like maybe 30 feet or 25 feet, I suppose, to this section of the wall here, and then holding the lantern up, Arctic. I'd like to try and see if there's anywhere that bolt would have come from along this wall, out down to here.
That'll be an investigation roll, and again, you can have advantage since you're specifying what you're doing.
Cool. Investigation with advantage. Bang. It's a 16.
Yeah, you find a panel, right? A panel that looks removable, and within that panel, there is an arrow slit. So, yeah. You know what I don't know, like a mailbox looks like, about the size of your computer screen, unless you've got a massive monitor. And there's a little slit that you could poke a letter through. In the days when people actually sent letters, we call them bills in the modern era.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. And if you look in there, you can see that there is a crossbow which has reloaded itself. It appears to be based on a kind of mechanical mechanism that you've probably never seen anything like it, but gnomes have invented reloading crossbows. If you in the desert, you'd be unlikely to ever come across one, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think Flint was right. It appears to just be a trap. Stay together. I'll move the remainder of my movement here, and I will take the dodge action, I guess. That's turn.
And even as Razul's reassuring tone reverberates through the cavern, the skittering becomes a screech as a giant scorpion comes into view, agitated by your arrival.
Oh, fuck.
Hello, Dally.
40 feet movement, so it gets to here, and that will put the wolf just in range if it has 10 feet reach, which it does not. All right.
What?
No reach with a scorpion's tail. Damn.
No, yeah. 5th edition sucks, right? Sometimes.
That sounds pretty counterintuitive, yeah.
I mean, you're the DM here. I'm not telling you to stab someone here.
Yeah, let's readjust that. It should be 10 feet. The claws, 5 feet, fair enough. But the stinger, it's only logical. They do got a lot in 5th edition.
I think a medium-sized creature with a pike, it's kind of the same thing, right? It's really ridiculous.
It's a large scorpion too.
Exactly.
It's not even medium, so it kind of doesn't make sense. All right, so the scorpion tail flicks out at the wolf. A 12 won't hit though, will it?
No, it misses.
All right. So you're still vaguely aware of a creature to your north that you can't see, but in any case, your attention is brought by this massive golden scorpion, which glitters like the color of bronze, a tarnished, rather polished bronze. All right. Turn order. That brings us down to Flint.
I'm gonna go see what the people are doing here. I guess I'll take a dash to catch up, but oh man, I'm gonna get a whiff of Dahlia and ignore her. But I will end my turn right here. Just use my dash to move up. And that's me.
Instincts have served you well. You had a feeling that there might have been danger up here, and to your delight, you were right. Are you there?
Oh, that's my turn. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I'll move up to here and shoot with my bow.
Excellent. It has a hard carapace, but an accurate shot should break through. A shot like that smashes through its chitinous plates. It's such a mild injury that if you didn't see the bolt, the arrow get lodged in, you wouldn't have even thought the creature was harmed. Oh, it is a beast.
Oh, so an
Think.
extra.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, extra 2 damage.
Perfect. It was a precision shot, but your experience fighting beasts makes you realize immediately that a strike like that is insignificant for a creature of this size.
Mm-hmm.
You are the front line now, Devi. This thing has snapping claws, each as large as scythes.
I'm not afraid. I'm gonna come over here, drop the torch, pull out my spear, and stab. I don't have bless anymore. There's an 11 hit.
It will not. The armor is as strong as plates of steel. Bronze.
Alright, that is my turn.
Thalamain, you are safe back here.
I'm gonna
Are
advance
we
though.
safe from Babylon?
Go to here and then to here using dash.
Brilliant. You run up the stairs, leaving little puffs of dust in your wake.
I'm probably regretting it once I see the scorpion, but
Dahlia has a terrible earache. She can't hear, and she may be disorientated. Are you there, Dahlia?
I've managed to sort out the mini USB charge thing for my headset was playing up.
Well, we can hear you fine for now, at least.
Okay, good. I'll just charge up, move up 60 feet. That's it.
Alright. Kefka, you can't shake the awareness of this creature to the north, and yet there's clearly a more pressing threat in front of you.
I'm gonna move
You
here
run,
and see if
and
I
you
can-
discover that there's a spider up in the roof, like up high, up in the web. It's about 15 feet above you. Pretty high.
and my bonus action going to mind link with Luna and just tell her that there's a spider on this.
A spider? Oh, that's a big
Come
spider.
smash it.
Right, you still have is that an action? No, it wouldn't be. It's just
Bonus
That's a
action.
bonus
second
action.
paragraph.
And
it's a bonus action. Cool.
I'll use my last of my movement to run back down this way and fight this.
Excellent.
Was a
You
14
come
hit?
down there. Oh, a 14. Do you have advantage for pack tactics? Right. Yeah, good. You bite into its hardened shell to find that it's as strong as a plate of bronze, and you are unable to penetrate even with your mighty jaws. Rex, the bravery of your party is commendable, but the resilience of the giant scorpion is somewhat disconcerting.
Tempest will find a way, and I'll charge in, get myself down here, and I'll take a swing at it.
Brilliant. crunch, decisive, and you smash straight through the chitin, showing people how it's done.
You know what? I'll put a smite on that.
Excellent
Yes.
idea.
Yeah, boy.
Gotta get
I
that
was just
smite
waiting
in.
for that.
First smite of the game.
Here we go.
Hey, alright, let's see. Where's that macro I have set up for this? There it is. Not Fiend or Undead, not a crit. First level. And then the regular damage. 20!
Hey, that's
Not too
not
bad.
bad.
That stench of crushed insects that the wolf could so easily smell now fills the nostrils of all of you on the front line. However, the giant spider then targets the nearest opponent, which is going to be the wolf. The wolf is aware of him, though. If the spider had more tactical sense, it might choose an unaware target, but it doesn't. It's just a spider. And so it fires down upon the wolf with its web. And the glob of web lands to the side. Giant spider web, by the way, is quite valuable. Giant spider silk. But in any case, it lands like a huge spitball in front of the wolf, catching some in his fur, but that only leaves a kind of glistening trail of silk rather than restricting the beast in any way. And Razul, you've discovered this trap with the mechanical reloading crossbow, or the panel at least, with the crossbow is hidden behind the panel. You can hear that chaos has erupted at the top of the stair.
Waste no time. I'll pull my whip out into my main hand, my movement. I will take the dash action to get to this corner.
Yeah.
You're right, that is absolute chaos. I will keep up the dash to here, and that is turn.
Although the Scorpion originally had sought out the wolf as its adversary, it's much more inclined to go for smaller prey. Devi initially was going to be its next meal, but when Rex delivers such a decisive blow, it focuses on him instead, driven as much by hunger as it is by wrath.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna hit.
So you are automatically grappled. It just happens automatically. You can spend your action to get out of it. But first, now grapple is not restrained, so it's not going to get advantage on the strike.
Whew, that's good. So that next one will miss.
Ooh.
Oh
Pass-
shit!
That's that
Oh.
flavor you die right now.
That's good.
Oh,
shit.
Oh god. Make
Ooh,
the
fine.
Let's
Better make
see.
the save.
Alright, hang on. Let me
Oh gosh.
calculate that 9 first.
That's almost a max damage roll with that fucker. God damn,
Can
Arctic.
you take? What was that?
Let me see.
27?
Is that what your HP
that
total
12
is? 27?
Nah, that 12 is gonna take me down below, but I still get a con save for the poison, right?
But it's half
I think-
damage still.
Still,
Yeah, half damage if you pass. Yeah.
Ugh.
the 7. If I make it, I'll still be alive. But if I fail,
Okay.
then
Right.
I'm
You die
dead.
instantly?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What, is it
Do you have
death
your
outright if you
inspiration
fail?
yet?
If I fail,
Well,
if I fail, it's death out,
It's
right?
42
You have
damage
inspiration,
at level
don't you?
2.
I do, yeah. Alright, here it comes. Con save.
Well,
Big Red!
Oh god.
I
Oh
clicked
god,
it,
this is
not
so
rolling.
too much pressure.
I'm gonna have a drink.
Shot!
Oh no.
Inspiration. Alright, come on.
Reroll it. Oh god.
Big numbers.
And so you see this scorpion grab Rex within its claws and crush him. It then lifts him up off the ground And if you've ever seen a scorpion sting, they don't just stab once; they go dig 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 dig, and he is just riddled as if he'd been hit by an automatic weapon. And then, with it snatched up inside its claws, it has its meal. It's fucking off, and it's fucking off at a tremendous speed of 40 feet. So you two in close combat have attacks of opportunity as it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got its meal, and it's both of those are hits, and if a strength saving throw could get knocked on the ground.
Ooh.
It doesn't fall anywhere.
Hello, Dolly.
All right.
Oh, that's good damage
So
too.
it gets to about there, and is scattered. It's still got the Rex in its claws, though. Okay, so is that 22 points of damage?
Yeah.
It looks like a cockroach that has had its guts spilt onto the ground, and it drags those guts along with it with a streak. The whole thing is just shivering and convulsing. That's the word I'm looking for. It's still alive, but you've broken into its central nervous system, causing it to act terribly erratically. Flint, the creature is prone.
Well, it's too bad I'm so far away.
Indeed.
2, 4.
Can I even
On
see
the other
I can
hand,
see-
though, I was literally on the other side of the goddamn map. I'm gonna dash here. And I get to just turn the corner to see this fucking monstrosity. And yeah, I'm going to load an arrow into my bow, and that will be the end of my turn.
Luna.
I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take a shot at the spider.
Alright, the scorpion, you mean?
Yeah, scorpion.
Yeah, you have disadvantage due to the bizarre ranged attack rules.
12.
12 is not going to be enough. It bounces off its armored carapace.
Alright. And seeing my sword somewhere on Devi, I'm gonna drop my bow and reach for it and grab it off her.
Perfect. Yeah. She glances out the side of her side glance, I assume, but Debbie has her own plan to enact.
Alright. I'm going to use my interact with object to drop the sword as I move forward. And then I'm going to come up to stab the prone with my spear.
Excellent. Has anyone played the original Fallout with Rad Scorpions? Fallout 1 and 2?
I played Fallout 1 for a good 12 minutes. First random encounter, 3 giant rad scorpions.
Yeah! Giant Rad Scorpions, yeah! Alright, if you go into the old vats, you can target the brain. It's one of the options for targeting it. And Debbie drives her spear straight through its brain, impaling it in the spine.
Oh my god.
And as a bonus action, I'm tossing a healing word on Rex.
Fucking what the fuck, dude?
Massive. That went from roller coaster, literally.
Whoa, wow, wow.
They're a
I'm
real
not gonna
danger
lie.
of challenge rating 3 monster.
That was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen a level 2 party do. Like, I was way the fuck in the back, and I was like, these guys aren't all gonna spread out and charge forward here. It's like, that's exactly what we're doing, kiddo. Anyway, spider time. It worked. You can't argue with results.
Exactly.
Who cares that Rex, like, nearly insta-died?
He only took like 42 damage.
Oh my god.
I tanked it, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
fine.
job.
I mean, you had to re-roll a saver die, so then take that as you will.
Oh, I will. I'll take that any day. Getting it on the
God damn. Oh fuck.
I don't
Do
think
I know
we're
that
supposed
this
to be
might-
here at level 2.
You've seen the glob. You would have seen the glob of silk get spat down here. So, if it's not a spider, it's a silk launching machine.
Okay, then I'll just move towards this way, and then at this point I can see it. So I'll shoot it.
Excellent. Alright, it has a little bit of cover, but you can still see it nonetheless. Bam!
19.
Straight into its underbelly, yeah.
Lightning. 5 lightning.
5 lightning, and a lot of the spider's web retracts the instant the fiery spark strikes it. But the spider gives an inhuman screech, reminiscent of Shelob.
Chittering intensifies.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Dahlia, your father has moved up to closer into combat, but you have been unable to witness most of the carnage.
Yeah, so I finally reach the top of the stairs, look around, see the giant dead scorpion. Be kind of freaked out about that. And I don't think I'd be aware of the spider, so I'm going to spend my turn searching for other threats.
All right, perception check. You don't see any threats, right? You don't see any threats, but in addition to the stench of the ghoul and the stench of yourself, Dalamain, you smell something that has become distinct. Yeah, you know what mice smell like? Like, are we all familiar with the smell of a mouse?
Yeah, rodents and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like poop, honestly.
It's almost like that barn hay sort of kind of, yeah.
But not as nice, right? And you
Yeah.
A little bit of
smell...
ammonia to it, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You smell rat piss, the ammonia of rat.
In that case, I'm pretty sure there's more enemies about, so I just sort of look around see if I can notice anything. Still unaware of this big ol' arachnid.
Kafka, the scorpion is dead, Rex is unconscious, and the spider's still 15 feet up in the air.
Rex is conscious.
I'm conscious.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought... did you do... Healing word is a bonus action, is it?
It is.
Mhm.
Oh, right.
I'm going to just hold my action. If the spider gets in range, I'll bite it. Other than that, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. And Rex, you are lying prone on the ground, still being held by the death grip of the scorpion.
I don't have to use an action to break free of it if it's dead, right?
That's right. Like it's a firm grip, but you're able to pull it apart with ease because there's no muscles to resist.
Yeah, I'll just use my movement to stand up, and then I'll put my hand over one of my many wounds and give myself 5 points of healing from lay on hands.
All right. A second surge of poison courses through your vein, and it causes you to swoon with a massive headache. But Tempest wants you to fight on. All right. The giant spider. Let's see how much silk it has. Plenty to go around. It targets once again the direwolf, since it just seems to be the greatest threat, and it's more importantly the closest threat. It launches a glob of web, this time landing firmly, covering the giant wolf in sticky silk. You are restrained, which would be awesome if the scorpion was still alive. Razul, You can clearly see the spider. Oh, maybe you can't because of dark vision, but if it is in your vision...
Yeah, I
then,
got a lantern out, so I think that's all good.
Okay.
And you mentioned it was
Yeah.
up on the ceiling?
That's right. The ceiling's about 20 feet high, but the spider's so damn big that it means that it dangles to about 15 feet because it just takes up that much space.
Alright, I don't want to get too gamey with it. If I'm at least 5 foot tall, does that mean I can reach it with the 10-foot weapon?
Yes, it does. Yes, it
Alright.
does.
Okay, then I will get up to old mate and give it the yah and back with the whip.
You anger the spider greatly, but it flinches and backs off, and your whip gets caught up in the web and slaps it harmlessly.
Alright. That was my full movement and action, so that's my turn.
Scorpion makes a death saving throw. Heroic Scorpion, come on! Alright. Flint.
This is one of these times where I'm so frustrated because it won't just get in melee with my homies. So I am just going to line up a shot like a proper level 1 fighter.
Alright.
Can't get rage damage or nothing on this. Feel so naked.
Stupid spider and its natural tactic.
12 to hit.
A 12 will not be enough. It's armor not as strong as the Scorpions, but only marginally weaker.
Alrighty. That will be me then.
Luna!
Come on, fight me, you coward.
Your hand axe lands with precision, and it does indeed entice, or rather force, the giant spider to engage you. There's nowhere to run. What choice does it have but to attack? Debbie, in the web-cloaked alcove, you can see that we are luring the spider down to the ground.
Alright, so that actually hit the spider?
It will, yeah, the 22, like, I assume that you threw it rather than,
Yeah.
like that, yeah. So, yeah, the 22 hits with these.
Alright, I'm gonna come up to here, and I can't really reach it, don't feel like throwing my spear, so I'm gonna toll the dead on.
Right. Spider suddenly hates fighting adventurers.
Level 2, bitch.
Take 6 necrotic.
One of its legs breaks off and falls to the ground harmlessly.
It tastes like crab.
It does. Cambodians know that well. Fowlermane.
Move to the left a little and fire a shot.
Alright. Brilliant. Well and truly enough. And yet,
One acid.
only marginal damage.
I like how you rolled 1 even on the crit. Like, that potentially was a 2 damage critical. Fucking devastating.
Devastating critical. Like stubbing your toe.
Casters really are OP.
Indeed.
I mean, that's part of the deal with, being able to bend reality with magic. But hey, you get a fighter or a barbarian the right artifact, and they can go kill the god.
Alia, your father is quite heavily injured, and he's clearly in danger as the spider looks like it's going to fall upon him with its dripping fangs.
I will move closer still. To about here, I suppose. And try and assist with the sacred flame. Those spiders are pretty dexterous. but not dexterous enough, apparently.
No, your sacred flame catches the radiant energy, catches within the webs and burns it away. The spider begins to descend, whether it likes it or not, since it no longer has any support upon the roof. Kefka.
I break out of the web.
Break out, and the valuable silk snaps as you free yourself from the cocoon.
And that's it.
It costs your action, unfortunately. Yeah, that's right. Alright, Rex.
Are you muted?
I was muted. Arctic,
I got
is
you,
there-
fam.
Thank you. Arctic, is there a gap here where I could squeeze by Devi if I needed to?
Yeah, that's right. There's a little, you'd be brushing shoulders, but as long as you're not interested in social distancing, then you're able to do that.
And the spider is all up in its web, right?
Yeah, that's right, it is. It is in an advantageous position, though, since it presumably will be descending upon us and dropping down. It's a good way to attack if you're a spider.
Alright, well, I'm going to move right here, and I am going to use Dragon Breath.
Yes!
Yes.
And I can hit him, and it'll set the webs ablaze.
Who needs that valuable silk anyway? Fucking burn it.
Whatever.
Debbie cries a bit on the inside.
I'm living for this right now. Oh, 5 damage.
It will have disadvantage because it's caught up in the web. And it is incinerated, leaving a disgusting roast spider as it crashes down onto the ground, its legs, 7 legs, still wriggling. And we breathe a sigh of relief. Even as Dahlia sniffs the air, the ammonia stench of rat piss, leaving her unsettled.
Do we want to keep pushing here, fellas? We're tapping our resources here. Like, I'm low on hit points and I don't have any rage left. I'm rageless. I'm sober.
I'm good, but I'm poisoned. Which sucks.
I think it might be good to rest.
Yeah, out of character, might we benefit from a short rest? Or do we want to try and come back?
I think we short rest to just top up our HP. I know you, I think. Yeah, you get your action surge back. Devi gets her channel divinity back. I think that's it.
Gonna spend hit dice.
Do we have water?
I'm not sure what the rules are on wild shaping for druids, if that's short or long rest.
It's both.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I could definitely burn a hit dice or 2 here.
So perhaps
Yeah,
go
I
back
think that we
outside
could.
to our campsite.
I think we regroup, at least top up our HP, and then finish this up.
I mean, we've only
Yeah,
been
it
awake
sounds-
for like half an hour.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I
we've
can't
also
justify
just
a
fought-
long rest.
Oh yeah, definitely
You
not a
can't,
long rest.
yeah, no, you can't take one anyway because you can only take one in every 24 hours.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
think we can go
Skyrim when you wait for 48 hours then.
That is the way. Sit there staring.
We sit
That's
by
the
the
advantage
fire.
of video game.
That's how you know
Or
you're
I
the
suppose.
Dragonborn. Is you can just stand there without any resources for 24 hours.
Oh god. That's why I always download Frostfire and iNeeds.
Yeah, those are good ones. But yeah, so we move out to the campsite.
Yeah, pull back and we
about
short
an hour.
rest.
Sounds good.
At least try to. Hopefully not get ambushed on the way out.
At least
I
at
mean-
least try to.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe even the pigs will be back and we can, I don't know, shoot the biggest pig. Or I'm guessing they're hunting truffles. I'm not certain about that.
Yeah,
it
after we're
could be
done,
something a little more psychedelic too.
Or some mushrooms, whatever.
yeah, after we're done with our short rest, we can benefit from this again.
Is that short or long? Oh, it is a short rest. Fuck yeah. Nice.
All right.
That is such a good feature then. Holy shit, I didn't realize that it was only there was short rest too.
Hmm.
Hey, I'll get my fire breath back.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, now I roll good with the D12.
Huh.
Salty.
Arctic, do you want us to move ourselves, or do you want to just keep us where we are?
I mean, yeah, it's best to put yourselves where you intend to, sit down and
Rest.
camp. You might be snuck up
Yeah.
on, for example.
Sounds good. I mean, not the sneaking up on, but
Rex is just itching to die today. It's a good day for it.
I mean, he almost did.
I mean, yeah, fucking for real, dude. Like, it's not often as a DM that you just get to, like, bitch slap down a character. Like, fail to save, you're dead instantly.
I think
No
that
death
would have
saves, no
that would have
nothing.
been my first witnessed insta death. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen it happen before.
yeah, that
Oh,
was
there's
tough.
some low-level stuff that if you fail your save, it's really fucking nasty.
Yeah. The only,
think I was-
like, insta-death I saw was a Mind Flayer ripping out one of my own players' like heads. I was like behind the controls there, but yeah.
That gives me the heebie-jeebies. Mind Flayer is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Like,
Yeah, I definitely got to murder their paladin. It's their own fault. They died in the Xanthar layer too, just the way my character did. It was uncanny. It's just this one like kidnapped him, or I got kidnapped rather than getting my brain ripped out. So small miracles.
Ooh, I think. Speaking of insta deaths, I think the only one I've witnessed was a character from the OG days of the the Dragon Heist game who got shot with a drow pistol and was at full health and was dropped down to insta kill. It was nuts.
What, did he eat a crit or something or what? Damn.
Oh, yeah, he got critted. So he had to take the bullet damage and the poison.
Yeah, and those drow pistols, I want to say that's 4d10 there on that crit, at least, and that's not counting any potential like sneak attacks or extra sauce.
He was a level 2 sorcerer as well, so he.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. I've seen giants like kill a lot of like level 3 to 5 players just because like you never expect that boulder to do that much damage. You're like, it's far away from us. It can't hit us with the melee weapon. We're good. It hurls a boulder at you, and that's what, like 4d10, 5d10 or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a character or a wizard get cut in half by a half orc.
Ouch.
It's only crappy for like 46 damage.
Ugh.
As like a level 5 wizard.
Ugh. Man, like taking some of those racial templates and just slapping them on like a bandit or a thief, like especially like level 1 party, slap like one dragonborn on a regular bandit and just throw out that 2d6 area damage and watch your party shit their pants.
Yeah, they freak out. Hey, it's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's like, it's not that much damage, but they're like, what the fuck? This guy just cast Burning Hands. It's like, no, this is just a racial feature, buddy.
Yeah, I've got a party that made use of sleep. They do it a lot. So
The
it's like, okay,
half-elves?
yeah, here are the half-elf bandits, guys. Have fun. Like,
Well, that's such
They
a good
use fear
idea.
effects that
Yeah.
do halflings, they're like at the advantage on the save versus fear. Re-rolling ones and shit. Depends how much of an asshole you are as a
Yeah,
DM,
exactly.
really. Like, unless I'm running half orcs or something stupid. Usually it's half orcs are my go-to. Just
Yeah.
because that relentless endurance is so good.
Yeah, they don't die, right? Yeah.
You throw it on a wizard, and they're like, "Fuck yeah, we killed him," and it's like, "No, you didn't." Eat one more Burning Hands.
No, that's when you do the suicidal fireball.
It depends what level they are. I mean, what was the wizard that we fought previously? That's my go-to with how I run my wizards too. It's like, what's my best area of damage spell I can hit the most people with, and just spam. It's like Pokemon battles, man. I've got Fire Blast. Why would I use Tail Whip?
A fire blast doesn't always hit.
Yeah, but
Only
you gotta
accuracy,
keep
bro.
trying.
It only has 5 PP.
You use it 5 turns in a
is what
row.
you're saying?
Yeah.
If you need some soap, Dahlia, I got that.
Oh, really?
Doesn't it
Well,
wear off after like an hour?
Game it does,
Before.
but washing yourself is.
You'd still
That's-
mechanically smell like a skunk, whether or not you're poisoned or not.
Yeah, good way of.
Fair enough.
Still smell like shit. It's not
You gotta
Tomato
take
juice.
the tomatoes, crush them up into a fine paste, and take a bath in it. It's
Well-
like a skunk.
Oh, Flint, this is your lantern too. I have this.
Oh
Give
yeah,
that back to you.
cool. If you need some torches here, I can hook you up with a couple.
Yeah, I'm just
I-
a complete idiot. Like, I don't know why I didn't bring my pack with me.
This is why I always carry my rucksack with me. You know, just old military habit. You never leave your rucksack more than like 10 feet away from you. You know,
Like me and my laptop.
I guess
Pretty
I just
much,
prefer to travel light.
the tools of my trade. I got a sledgehammer. I got a shovel in there. You know, what else do I need? Can kill a bloodthirster. I got a shovel.
I mean, might take a little time, but yeah.
I fully intend to take Tavern Brawler. Anyway, we going back down here, or are we fucking off
Hell
to
yeah.
bigger and better things?
There's more to do here
Does-
for sure.
If nothing else,
True
we
that.
should get the poison off the scorpion.
I was thinking the same.
Excellent.
Yeah, I was thinking collecting the silk.
I mean, Rex probably incinerated that.
Most
there's
of it,
some on the
probably.
ground.
Yeah, okay, there's probably some, but yeah, he probably did a number on it.
If we can harvest it, then Debbie can some decent out of it.
And we're gonna take 10 extra minutes. in
Oh
addition
yeah,
to the long
let's
rest.
Yes.
let's do that. Yeah,
Well, do we make it through the long rest? I mean, the short rest.
for short rest.
You do. The pigs, when you come out, the pigs have gone back into the mud, but they squeal and run away as soon as you turn up.
Cowards.
Towards the end of the rest, can I go dig where the pigs are digging?
Yeah,
I can find what I'm
absolutely.
looking for.
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation roll. I assume that the rest is over.
Investigation.
It's just a lot of muck and mud. And you can see that they were definitely rooting around for something, but nothing that you can find.
Guys,
Would that be a
mud is
survival
amazing
check,
for your
actually?
skin.
Survival's good too. Survival will work, yeah.
Oh,
Were you actually raised by wolves or something?
maybe.
Like I like to consider Flint a fairly rough and tumble individual, but goddamn, I got nothing on you.
Alright, if we do
Burning
10
another torch.
Investigation was
except
okay.
me gets 5 or 10 HP.
Investigation, survival, they're both fine, yeah.
How do you survival?
You can't find anything.
I also find
Yeah. Just a lot of muck and mud and pig shit.
place smells better than Rumble's army.
Isn't
Let's
it only
keep
6
close
people
this
that
time.
targets?
Yeah, we should
That's
definitely make it a
quite
better point
Well-
of sticking together.
Rex wasn't here last time, was he? So let's see.
Yeah, does anybody want to specifically take point here? Because without the ability to rage, I'm much less excited to get Flint into melee. Because I would
Yeah.
have taken, I think it was 32 damage from those ghouls. If I would have fucking died if I didn't have rage.
I don't mind taking point either.
Yeah,
Doing all
that'd be
the
fine.
ways that lead.
As long as we're close up together,
Holding hands.
we're losing.
I mean, I just want one meat shield in front of me so I can choose to disengage.
Alright, I'm gonna elaborate then, since it can only affect 6 people. I'll out myself and Debbie, because Debbie already has a damage mitigation sort of.
Oh,
No temp HP for me? Okay.
what? She gets hit more than anybody.
I know, but I figure it's
No, I
fair.
think I
since
get
she already
Yeah.
has damage.
You do. Your AC is awful. Hey, does anybody want to watch my back here while I check this place? This is daylight, right?
Looks
Oh,
like
hey,
I
is this
can
where?
hear just to the outside.
Is this where you shot the ram, more or less? I think that is.
More or less. It's another.
Up here.
Yeah, it's more another 100 feet long, but it's a lot. That's, yeah,
Okay, it just leads back to the outside.
precisely.
I do want to stop and take a peek here. Does this path look like it's been obviously traveled? Is there any boot prints or something left over over, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Investigation is what you're looking for.
Okay. I was hoping I could get survival, but that's a moot point.
Yeah,
Nice
survival.
dice.
No, survival works too. Yeah, because it's for
Okay.
tracks. Yeah.
It's bad though.
No, goat tracks. That's all. Big hoof prints. Little tufts of golden fleece. That sort of thing.
Alright. Yeah, good enough. I'll let everyone know it's a goat path.
Push myself up to the front.
You know, this place is all pretty well stripped, right? Anything of like any sort of like significant artistic creation or material value has been stripped already, I assume.
The short answer is yes, although you have certainly haven't looked thoroughly.
Okay.
There is a coolness to this passage. I know you haven't gone up that far yet, but if you are to go up this far, then the passage gets cooler. Not significantly, but the heat of the day doesn't seem to affect this tunnel.
I'll move up here, and as soon as I feel the temperature change, I'll sniff around or make a perception check.
Yeah.
What's up, Flint?
This is a natural cave, Rex. Whereas you know that was clearly the worked tomb. It looks like that this is a natural cavern. Presumably the dwarves used this at some stage, right? Where it leads, you can only guess.
I'll shrug and just keep chugging.
Bats fly past your head. A small swarm of bats are disturbed by our arrival, and we have to kind of duck or we'll be battered in the face. Battered? Anyway. Yeah, they're not trying to harm you, they're just trying to get away.
Left or right?
Hey, do we have any tracks here?
Yeah.
Maybe we can look for that collectively.
Absolutely. If anyone's assisting you, you'll have if they have a skill, then you'll have advantage. Otherwise, you just roll independently.
I can help on that.
Alright.
Brilliant. More chunks of spider web, fresh and silky. It's quite common, particularly on the roof. Not so much the floor, but certainly the roof. You also spot, do you guys have cicadas? Surely you have cicadas in America, right? Yeah. Have you ever seen a cicada shell on the edge of a tree? Anyway, you spot the discarded shell of a giant scorpion that outgrew its own shell.
Is it smaller than the one that we fought earlier?
Marginally.
How fresh?
Or yeah, not so fresh. Weeks, perhaps months old.
Quite crunchy.
Yeah, crunchy. That's right.
Can we roll
thank
something or just do something a little? We talked about it, but we got excited moving different places. Collecting the spider from the kill that the poison from the kills we made.
Yeah, I'm fine doing that. That's
It's a fair way back, but if you want to like sort of backtrack, you don't have to move your characters. But if you want to backtrack, you can. If you want to move your characters.
We should do that before we forget about it.
Yeah, let's do that before I forget. Yeah.
All right. Again, independent survival checks if you want, or someone who has the skill can give you advantage.
I will give you advantage. Actually, I'll give you guidance.
Okay.
I can give advantage because I've got proficiency.
Even better.
All right.
Yeah, 20.
Plus a D4.
Yeah. Magnificent. You will get 1d4 plus 1 applications of the scorpion venom if that's what the rel was for, or was it for the silk?
Silk first.
Silk first, yeah, no worries. You get 10d10 gold pieces worth of spider silk.
Nice.
You can go ahead and roll that if you want, Carl. It's your check.
Yeah.
And I'll throw that onto our
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad rolling.
Slightly above average.
Yeah, a little above average.
Each 10 gold pieces counts as a pound of material, but it doesn't weigh a pound. It's practically weightless. Silk is extremely light, extremely strong. But think of it. I don't know really. Yeah,
Like tin versus iron.
I suppose so. Yeah, but on a much more extreme scale because it's even because it's as strong as iron, right? Literally as strong as iron, but virtually weightless. But 59 gold pieces worth would be more than enough to like 5 yards of cloth, more or less. So yeah, you could make you could certainly make a garment, maybe even more than one.
All right.
I'll roll for the poison, I guess.
Yeah.
Guidance again.
Okay, cool. 1d3 plus 1 applications of giant scorpion venom. And I'll just give you the details for that again. On 12, 4d10 damage.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Nice.
so 4
Nice.
applications. Miscellaneous. Okay.
Who all wants them is the question.
I think you want them.
I definitely can make good use of them. It'll be 2 levels before I can really make good use out of it, but yeah, I could absolutely. I would love that.
You're going thief, aren't you?
Oh, you know I'm going a thief.
Fucking love thief. Anyway.
Yeah, dude, I really just can't wait to like. I want to do stuff like pulling their shirt up over their face to like blind them and then stab them. That's the kind of fighter that I'm gonna be doing with this character.
We have some really dirty fighting tactics in this party.
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be like the rub sand in their eyes and punch them in the dick sort of character. Taking Tavern Brawler on a rogue, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
Pocket sand.
Say.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna stat that, but pocket sand, it's gonna happen. Me and Razul out here fighting like the Three Stooges.
Honestly, is it too dirty if I take Sentinel?
Oh no! Yes,
Is it-
yes.
is it too
please
dirty?
Take Sentinel. No, it's perfectly dirty.
We'll get to that later, I guess.
Well, do you have?
It's one of my favorite feats, like Sentinel and Alert.
No, you took dual wielder.
Yeah, that's right. To benefit from the whip dagger.
Yeah, without tunnel fighter, Sentinel's totally fine.
I love that thematic combo. Like, I know it's not like the mechanical best, but it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's all that matters.
I really want it for the flavor. Is all. Hey, yeah.
Same man. I'm doing like some real weird unarmored but high AC shit with a rogue.
It's good fun. Really.
So
great.
where are we going, left or right?
Think left. Let's go left first, then
Alright.
circle back right.
Left it is.
I think I may have been AFK for this. What we've just discovered a tunnel out the back here. I'm guessing Scorpion's home. Or is this still a continuation of the same tomb?
Yeah, this is still a tomb.
Yeah, we're getting off of the tomb here, and the reason
Countless
I wanted
bats fly past you. Countless bats.
Can I make a perception check to see if I hear anything?
Sure.
Jeez.
Oh, we're good.
The bats are just getting in your eyes and brushing past you, screeching as they go, squealing with their echolocation. But you have been detected, so we shall roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm probably in a terrible place, aren't I?
Giant Scorpion Part 2. Electric
Yeah.
Boogaloo.
Did you want me to take all the applications, or just like as long as I've got at least one?
I've just thrown them into the party treasury for the time being. But if you'd like one,
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, I can't imagine I'll use it yet, but stranger things have happened.
You need initiative rolls, don't you, Arctic? Boom.
You see a giant scorpion rounds the corner, and that's what sets us off. But it's not alone. There is also a spider that is coming around from the other corner, and massive swarms of bats that are seeking an escape from the dungeon.
Oh man, I need to use the bathroom real quick.
Right. In any case, the spider is first. Oh, no, Dahlia. I'll put the player character before it. Dahlia, you see the spider scurrying along the ground, rushing at its nearest target with determination.
Yes, let's see. I'm gonna cast Bless on Luna and Rex and Devi. And then I'm gonna move here, I suppose. And that'll be my turn. So Bless on Luna, Rex, and Devi.
Hurries forward just a few steps and then launches its web at Luna. Having restrained her, it considers running into the attack, but then it sees just how many of you there are, and it instead retreats up to the roof. 20 feet above, but because it's such a large creature, it ends up being 15 feet at 15-foot elevation. Where's its wings? Okay, cool. So yeah, Devi is Luna rather, is immediately wrapped up in the spider web and head to toe like a cocoon.
I'll just bust out of this real quick.
Right. DC 12, you rip it off with ease.
And hearing something skittering down here, that Vassal's climbing the roof, I'll run this way.
And the giant scorpion comes into view. Clint, so you know that if the scorpion lands a decisive hit, it will be the end for any of us.
Yeah, I think it's time for a tactical retreat. I am going to shout, so, fall back! And I am going to post up at the edge of... This is the way we came in, yes? That's Salaman.
Yeah.
And... let me see here. I'm going to keep going a little bit. And I'm going to stop there. I will hold an action to fire my bow at any hostile creature that comes within 5 feet of an ally or within 10 feet of me.
Oh, this is a bullshit combo, I just realized. Spider's just gonna restrain you. The Scorpion's gonna grapple you, sting you, and pull you away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a death trap. Yeah.
They're working together. Arachnids united in cause against adventurers.
Yeah, that misses.
This kind of has Druid written all over it. That's weird. Alright.
Well,
Oh, fuck this.
At least it's not a lot of damage for a critical hit.
Yeah.
But you are grappled.
I have HP. That hits.
Oh. At least the poison roll was pretty low.
Yeah, I mean it drops.
Yeah, I got 2 1s at that one too. Holy fuck. This is bad.
Yep.
You get a saving throw on the poison.
I'm sorry, that'll trigger
my
my held attack too. I'm gonna just fire that. Definitely won't kill it though, so.
Yeah, I still dropped to 0.
Still gonna drop anyway, yeah. Alright.
The temp HP.
Yeah, the temp HP was taken away by the crit.
Oh, rough.
The scorpion, how far did it move? From about here, roughly. I think that's where it was. 1, 2, 3, 4. It moves at 40 feet, so that's 20. It then takes Luna. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and there's a swarm of bats down.
There's a swarm of bats. Massive swarms of bats. Huge swarms of bats.
Oh boy.
Correct.
I know Flint wanted to retreat, but no one left behind. So I'm going to move.
Fuck.
1, 2, 3.
Choices now:
4.
either retreat and abandon Luna, or go balls deep and just hope we can beat them all.
Holy crap. I am going to throw a javelin at this scorpion. Let's see. There it comes.
Just
Oh,
what
I
you
have
said.
the magic golden wool on me. Don't want to lose that.
Ha!
That's the real reason we're following. No, I'm joking.
And you've
I
got all
mean-
the poison as well. You got all the resources.
Yeah.
Hey, I got 1 poison.
It's got all our stuff.
It's a marginal blow, unfortunately. It was, like an excellent precision strike, but you don't get very deep into its soft under flesh beneath its carapace.
Fuck. And I'm just gonna back up a square.
Right.
On the ground.
Razul.
Yes, I'm aware of that fucking spider. It's got me, giving me the heebie-jeebies. So I think Razul is. I've done the thing where I can't select my fucking token again. Sorry, I just have to refresh the page. I'm just gonna move a little bit and fire a shot at the scorpion with my heavy crossbow. Sorry, he's coming in hot right now. Alright. Heavy crossbow. 19.
Precision strike.
8 points of piercing damage. And I'll, begin to pay more attention to this kind of area, this part of the room, but that's turn.
That was the scorpion, not the spider, right?
That's right, yes, I can't see the spider at the moment.
Excellent, Kafka.
I'm going to use my bonus action to transform dire.
Righty. I'll make that token. I'll give it dark vision, or not dark vision. I'll give it sight anyway, and then I'll save it this time. 0 has sight. Save changes. Go into Kafka's. Is that under pets and effects or something? Is that what it's under, or is it
Yeah, it's
somewhere
in
else? There it is.
pets
Yep.
and command.
Cool. New selected token. Save changes. It shouldn't have to be changed again. Alright, so that's your bonus action.
I'm going to run right there, and then I'm just going to bite the scorpion.
Brilliant. Brilliant attack. And the scorpion is knocked off its feet, and it flings the prey out of its hands as it starts, as it is thrown onto its back, while the wolf ravages it from above. Will not get away with its prey. Its instinct forces it to fight. Fowler man.
Hello. I'm going to let's see. How far is this? Oh. Just saying. Walk 3 feet this way. I see the spider, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna launch a cantrip. It's a big old man.
Certainly is. Strikes one of the cavern walls and dislodges some rock. That's the only effect you notice. Is the spider? Oh yeah, there it is. The bats. The bats aren't here to eat you, but they are panicked by your presence. As they pass through Kefka's space in agitation, they scratch and bite and swarm. Just out of desperation and instinct. They then fly high so that they fly over the rest of you, 30 feet. That's as far as they can get anyway. And so they are now clogging this kind of area, not because they want to, just because they're confused and frightened. But it does provide an unfortunate obstacle to the rest of you who want to get in there. The same thing happens with these bats, who fly high, ignoring Fowlermane, but then they reach this narrow, low corridor, and it seems once again it's inevitable that when Flint tries to go through, he's going to face a wall of bats like something out of a Transylvanian horror film. Debbie, the natural hazards of the cave are proving inconvenient at best.
Yeah, they are.
You can occupy the same space as the bats, but if you do, they'll attack you.
That's fine. I will trudge right through them, and I will take the attack. And fortunately,
yeah.
Thank goodness. Alright, and then as an action, I will make a medicine check to stable. Actually, hold on. Do I have one? I do have one. I will use a healer's kit on Luna to stabilize them.
Save her life with some quick thinking application of anti-venom or something similar.
Yep. And as a bonus action, I'm going to convert my Channel Divinity into a spell slot.
Dahlia, if the last battle was tense, this next one is critical.
Yeah, this is not this is not good.
Every time with this Luna.
Luna, you need to get a new color shirt.
No, it's my hair.
We just need to get a goddamn shield and some some fucking actual armor.
Yeah, I'll move up closer and try and stay out of the bat's way. And I'll not much point in attacking the bats. I'll dash and I'll move just right up to the corner here, just trying to avoid the bat swarm as they pass by.
Giant spider does not regenerate its silk, and thus is has the option of either remaining high, where it's quite safe, or coming down. And you know what? Fowlermane is pretty vulnerable where he is, so it's going to move up to here, along the roof still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then basically just come over, so it's looming over Fowlermane. It dashes along the roof, 15 feet up in the air, ready to descend upon him and attack him from advantage on the next round. Luna, you are stable.
Yay.
Who is your god, Luna?
Combination of Moloch and the Harvest God.
Excellent.
What's going on?
Well, Well, Malar is very impressed with your progress, but he doesn't care if you live or die. Shantia, the harvest god, on the other hand, does not want to see you harvested today, and so she is rooting for you. Lint. The bats are about to swarm you. If you charge forward, you'll be in the thick of them. There's a spider dangling from above, ready to snatch up Thalamain. It's no one is following your command.
Yeah, this is wow. This is about as bad. Like from my sitting perspective here, this is some of the worst shit I've ever seen. Alrighty, I take a couple steps back, and mechanically, I know that Thalamain is within 5 feet of the bat swarm, so that's convenient for me. I'm gonna shoot it with the fucking Pegasus longbow.
That works.
Because game mechanics, I just need to do damage to it.
Yeah.
23.
Brilliant. You begin dispersing the swarm quite significantly.
Almost.
There are still enough bats left to be a threat, but you thin their numbers significantly. One arrow can only kill a handful of bats, 2 or 3 at most. But the thing with swarms is you break them up rather than kill them. It might be 100 bats, but as long as you're able to disperse them, then they're not going to be much of a threat. But there are still enough of them now that they are an inconvenience and a threat. Right.
That's me.
Alright, the giant scorpion would much rather pick on...
Oh, we may have lost you, Arctic, if you're there.
Wait, is he still gone?
He's just cut completely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he suddenly went silent.
So, what's the game plan here, fellas?
Win.
I guess. Oh, man. It's about to turn from... Oh, man, we're going to be engaged on so many different fronts here.
Absolutely.
We're fine.
Well, the good news is, like, I know I just about toasted that whole goddamn bat swarm with 1 arrow.
I know a lot of swarms have resistance to piercing damage.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, they have resistance to all damage. That's still a fucking devastating blow. 18 damage, reduce that to 9.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's just...
Yeah, this is true.
It could have been worse. Put it that way.
Could have been better. No, yeah, that's... They don't do much damage, if I remember correctly, though.
No, they rolled pretty low. 2d4.
Not entirely familiar with what swarms will do, but...
They're just here to tie us up, really. Yeah.
Well, they're here to obscure my line of sight.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
They're mobile cover that does damage. Arctic has a really good encounter here.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're definitely, I think, a little in over our heads. I don't know. I think this is the 3rd fight in a row where we've been a little overconfident, but
it's fine.
CR6
I think it'll be
dealt with 2 CR7s.
That's what I'm saying, is like we're pushing our luck here. We're running out of resources. Like, I'd be in the thick of it if I had a rage left, but...
And he drops.
I'm not... I don't want none of that without rage.
Do not want. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I feel pretty good about this.
I feel pretty good about my odds, because I'll be able to run away. Because who knows, maybe I'm the new Devi. The one survivor of the TPK.
Oh man, this will be the second...
Too, somehow.
Well, all I'm worried about is how are we going to do enough damage to that scorpion? Because
we've already hit it quite a bit.
Yeah, we've done some decent damage so far.
We did a couple pecks at it, but like I think we still need about 30 damage on it, which it's gonna get at least one more round of attacks on. Which if it lands any of those, and it's been hot tonight.
I know what the Scorpion would do.
Kefka's direwolf form is MVP of the night, though. Holy shit!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely saved Rex's life, and probably just saved Luna's by knocking it prone.
Well, it's gonna
Yeah,
stand
that's
up,
huge.
probably grab me, attack Kefka twice, and try to drag me away. Is what's probably.
It's
gonna happen.
possible, but it's like you're saying there's a chance. I mean,
Mhm.
Can it grapple if it and still
it
uses
just has to
attacks?
attack with one of the attacks, and it auto grapples on a hit. So it makes him fail 2 death saves and picks him up. Then
Mhm. At advantage, and like +4,
Mhm.
+5 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a
no
70%
guarantee, but pretty good odds that you get hit with that. And then it tries to sting the direwolf, and that's about a 50-50 shot with hitting the direwolf.
Yeah, I just want to know where the second claw's going.
Probably direwolf again.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to get Luna out of there if that thing misses, or maybe we'll get into a tug of war.
Yeah.
All right.
My thought
Strength,
was that
contested
maybe.
strength test. Contested strength. Okay, Luna, take a failed death save.
Yeah, right.
Gets ripped in half.
Honestly, a death save might be the best thing for me right now, because if
Yeah, got a chance for
5%
that
chance
20.
of just waking up.
That way you get one attack before you get fucking murdered again.
Oh yeah.
And I think Rex has 1 spell slot left, and I think that's the only magic we have. Wait, I think
I
Devi
have-
has 1 now.
I just converted to a spell slot.
Okay. Oh wait, yeah, Luna hasn't burned any of hers.
Yeah, I have Zephyr Strike and Snaring Strike.
So those are
Ensnaring Strike would have been useful earlier.
Yeah, if it would've
At this
come
point, Zephyr Strike is probably the way to go if you get
Yeah.
conscious. Oh yeah, that'll fucking save your life if you get conscious.
Mhm.
So that's an extra 30 feet of movement and no opportunity attacks, I want to say, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
for as long as
that
I have
was-
concentration or until I hit something.
that's the spell version of mobile, right?
Yeah,
Kind of.
kind of.
And I want to
Yeah.
say it's a Ranger exclusive.
Yeah, it's Ranger
think it
exclusive,
is.
and it adds an extra D4 to the attack.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was.
Oh, and to get
D8?
the 30, 1d8 force damage, and I need to make an attack to get the extra 30 feet.
Hey, Thalaman, do you have any spells left?
I got one.
Oh,
Actually, I'm
dude.
not sure how this works.
This is the
but-
time right now where if you fireballed yourself would actually be like chaotically amazing.
Yeah, I'd be happy. I'd laugh.
Yep.
Oh.
Because, well, if
We
you
all died of
can move like 10 feet back, then I'll be able to just, without any consequences, have a wild magic surge.
Yeah, and you're level 2. Yeah, you got sorcery points, so you can still grind back 1 slot. Yeah, too.
I did that already.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Use it to
okay.
get myself mage armor.
Do
Gotcha.
you get sorcery points back on short rest, or is it long rest?
No.
I have a dragon breath. There's that.
Hey, good call against the swarm though.
I think I might just go around it. To be
Yeah,
honest,
honestly, you could probably eat that.
there's no point though. It's either I go through it and end up on the square, or I go around it and don't take damage and end up on that square.
Oh, they've already used their attack, so.
Yeah, but I might just take damage if I'm inside it.
All right,
He lives.
Welcome back.
I live. So the scorpion goes for the wolf, but only one of the claws manages to attach, fighting as it is for its life.
Oh, none of them showed up for rolls for us.
Oh, they didn't? 10, 19, and 7.
Oh,
Only the
Damn.
19 hit.
Yeah, so the second claw gets you. It grapples you, but it clenches around your leg, but your wolf form is still hardy and hearty.
Can you make this safe?
Oh, there
no,
we're getting them all now.
yeah, no saving throw for this thing. It's just the grapple is automatic.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Rex, the chaos that the bats are providing, ironically, seem to be working to our advantage, and yet you're going to have to plough through them if you wish to reach the party. And even then, there's unlikely to be a gap for you. Anyway, what are you going to do?
I am going to. I think I can make it around. Yep, I can make it around the swarm.
Oh, right, without actually going through them? Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, yep, and I will grab a hold of Luna, and can I use the rest of my movement to drag the two of us back a square?
You can, but because the Scorpion's got a 10-foot reach, it'll get an attack of opportunity on you as you retreat.
Then I will pass, and I'll just throw a javelin right at it from
Right.
right here.
You sort of cover Luna by giving her some protection, but instead of dragging her away or throwing her over your shoulder, you launch a weapon instead. And it's a glancing, grazing blow, but you don't break through the chitin, and as your javelin clangs on the stone, you all quite clearly, particularly those of you in the rear, you all quite clearly hear the sound of smashing glass coming from back
Behind Flint.
behind Flint. Smash! Sounds like someone dropped a jar of jam or something. Smash!
Excellent. Alright, that'll do it for me.
Zool.
Yeah, I just... is Flint still pointing his lantern out in this direction? Or you've got like a cone of light coming from you, right?
I was, but hearing the clash, he would have turned it.
Okay, right.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Sure. So I am now completely in the dark. It's an action to light a torch?
It will be. It's interactive. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be an action to draw the torch and interact with object action.
It's not going to matter. I don't actually have any torches.
Right.
I gave you torches.
Fuck. Oh, what do? Okay, here's what's going to happen. I will use my action to light a torch. So I'll adjust my token here to do that.
Right.
Let me see here. 60. Oh, whoops. 60, 30 is emitting light. Update. Okay. Great. I am then going to use my action surge.
He's doing it to him.
So I gain another action, and I don't know why it keeps doing this. Like, my Chrome tab keeps showing me it's just list classic adventures in the Dales, and it covers the select tool.
It does that to me
for
too.
Roll20.
Oh my god, that's been driving me fucking crazy.
I fucking hate this bullshit. I don't know how to fix it.
I can't move the tray or anything. Like,
No.
I just want to move the tray. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah.
So I think
Sorry.
I'll roll my attack, Arctic. I'm gonna attack the spider. I will be able to get to within reach of it. So the action comes with the whip.
That'll do.
4 points of damage, and then with a bonus action, I will throw one of my daggers up at the spider as well.
Both are accurate hits, and they anger and agitate the spider, but it looks like it's already chosen its target. And your injuries are a terrible inconvenience, but they're not going to drive it away. Not yet, anyway.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be turn. Thanks.
Kafka.
I'm grappled, so what do I roll to get out?
You can still attack while grappled. There's no penalties. It just reduces your movement to 0. But you can spend your action to break out. It's a DC 12.
I'm just gonna attack. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. There's no penalties, but unfortunately, its armor is just too thick to break. Falamain, the spider is going to descend upon you. It is an excellent vantage point from which to launch its attack.
It's above me, yeah. How high above me is it?
It's 15 feet up in the air. Yeah, so about it's about 10 feet above you because you're a 6 foot tall guy, right? So yeah, if that makes sense. 15 feet above your feet, 10 feet above your head.
That's what I was thinking, but okay.
I didn't hear that keyword there.
That's not what I meant when I said move in.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna... I'm kind of scared to use a spell. I'm gonna nuke roll.
You
It should-
know what you gotta do.
Do what
Yeah.
you do.
Fireball.
Do what your PC is going to do, man. It's all good. I moved here knowing full well you're a wild magic sorcerer. It's all fine.
Oh, bats. Nobody
Okay,
thinks
I
of the
salute
bat.
you just in
He
case.
knew,
It's
he
fine.
knew what he was
I'm
getting
gonna give
himself
myself
into.
advantage using... I'm gonna give myself advantage using Tides of Chaos.
Here we are. These are definitely tides of chaos. Ooh,
21.
Oh,
Good thing I used my...
Wow.
it certainly is. You blast it from underneath. And yeah, make a wild magic check, as always.
Ooh, it bounces as well.
Doubles.
It's 11 force damage on this.
Yes. The bats are racked with
And I'll
agony.
roll damage against the... What's it called?
Yeah. Against Dracula.
Do you need to roll to hit again?
Do
or
I
is it
keep
just
advantage on the bounce or not?
Auto damage.
Auto damage, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Do I keep the advantage on the bounce of the...
No, it's auto damage, so you just click the chaos bolt
Oh.
again.
Really? Wow, that's all. That's really strong.
Yeah.
You gotta roll doubles though.
Yeah.
No, an 8 more.
Yeah, it is very much
So-
among the strongest first level spells, but it's probably the least reliable.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
14 thunder damage.
brilliant. And the thunder echoes throughout the cavern. Oh, you hear another glass smash! Like, fucking, what the fuck was that? Someone drops their beer bottle.
And now there's
or
no
whatever.
hair.
Crunch. And now you have no hair. Brilliant.
Wait, what?
Hold.
It's, even your armpits and your nether regions are suddenly bald.
No eyebrows either. You look like a fool.
The bats are dispersed by the thunderous echo. But the spider is still alive.
Am I in range of opportunity attack if I leave? Because it's 15 feet.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay, I'm gonna get the fuck out.
Right. Brilliant. It has a new target.
Come on, then.
Not before the swarm of bats can try to escape, though. And so it flies to about here, but it can't. It has to either attack or move, right? Just according to the rules. So they're just going to flitter and dodge because the passageway is effectively blocked. They've got some of them like disperse this way, some disperse that way, some go through. But the majority of the swarm just stays there hanging in midair, effectively taking the dodge action in its confusion. But next round, it'll almost... What was that, sorry?
Do I get an attack of opportunity when it leaves my threatened area?
Oh, absolutely. If you want to, yeah, by all means, attack it.
I'll take a swing
I
at
wanna
it
feel
too.
good about myself.
Yeah, sure.
Right there.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping me.
That's right. You just, just like hitting him with a tennis racket, just trying to whack it. But disperse the tide of wing and claw.
12.
All right. The vast majority of the bats break up until there's only a handful of them left. But the ones that are left are extremely agitated, screaming both audibly and inaudibly with echolocation. It's truly chaos, mixed in with the thunderous burst, the sound of shattered glass again from the east, the chaos of a wolf ravaging a giant scorpion, all of it echoing throughout the chambers, and then echoing back a third time. It's a cacophony of dungeon sounds. But Debbie regains her focus to acknowledge the threat, the greater threat in front of her.
I will toll the dead on the scorpion since I don't really have a good way to get in there, right?
But not really.
Oh, please, yes. 12 necrotic.
Alright. The scorpion's beautiful burnished bronze shell begins to tarnish and crack, resembling much more that a carapace that it discarded in its younger days. Dahlia, the fate of the party still hangs in the balance.
Yeah, I can see my father fighting a big old spider over there, and most of the party fighting the big old scorpion. But I have faith in my father's abilities, so I'm gonna try to finish the scorpion.
Right.
With the only offensive spell I have.
Okay. It is unconcerned by your flames, obsessed as it is with killing the wolf.
Well, it's something.
It is. You leave scorch marks on its already cracking hair.
I'll move just a little bit further this way, and then I'll end my turn.
The spider descends 10 feet and attempts to wrap up its prey with advantage, attacking from above.
Oh yeah, that's a hit. So con save.
Okay, so 11 and 6.
11 and 6, cool. So 11 and 6 is 17. So 12 after my temporary HP.
And it tries to yank you up, but you're fighting it. It expected to just kill you or paralyze you outright. But when that doesn't happen, it's left wrangling with you, unable to retreat because it's trying to lift a target that is heavier than it expected.
Only that.
Indeed. Luckily, sometimes it's good to be a big, bulky daddy with a dad bod.
That's it. I got the beer belly going.
Exactly. Luna, you see the light at the end of two lights at the end of the tunnels. One leads to a great field of endless wheat, where you will toil away beneath the golden suns, working the fields and harvesting and baking bread. And the other leads to an eternal forest, dark and foreboding, where you will spend eternity hunting and being hunted. Which of these paths does your soul get drawn to most?
Oh, she's definitely going for the woods.
Of
She likes
course.
to harvest and provide for people, but her favorite way to do that is always through more brutal means.
Your heart and your soul lie among the dark boughs, not the golden fields of joy. Alright. In any case, the tunnel seems to be endless and endless. It does not seem like your soul is going to reach that anytime soon. Flint.
Alright, so I don't know what Razul says when he has fucking Sheila like run over him. What does that sound like to Razul?
What does it sound like to what?
Or what does it sound like to me? What Razul sound like to me right now, being eaten alive by a giant spider?
There was the arrogant. Show me how you dance, arachnid, and then it hit me with it, and then it bit me, and now it's like a closer to like a squeal of pain. I don't want to dance anymore. I don't want to dance anymore.
Okay, yeah, either way, Flint shoots his head around away from the glass and kind of just like, fuck, like, I gotta deal with this first. Oh boy, how heroic do I feel here? Either way, let's shoot it. 20 to hit. For 15 damage.
Alright. I hope someone would get that. Anyway,
Yeah, thank you.
you impale the spider, knocking it into the ground, and its left feet all to dance in the air like a cockroach that's been squashed.
Oh fuck yeah! I just see this thing like bearing over Razul. It's like, come on, old man! I just like headshot it.
Oh, good shooting, Flint. Wipe my brow. Whew.
As I come into the room, I shout, or well, don't shout, but I shout it. Fuck it! There's someone to the east.
Oh dear.
That's my turn.
PM is fighting to the death. It's no longer even concerned about eating at this point. Scorpions are like the adventurers of the arthropod world. They just don't give a fuck. 15, I assume, will hit on the wolf.
Yeah.
It lets go briefly with its other claw, so you are freed from the grapple. Only 2 beasts snapped at again, which is a miss. But this is what we're all waiting for.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
So brutal, man. Fuck.
That's not even like damage rolls too. Fuck.
40-10.
Yeah, they're nasty, huh?
Maybe dwarves resist that shit.
Yeah. Dwarves they're tunnel fighters. They're made for this sort of combat.
Yeah. So I'm saying,
Jesus, no.
dude, fucking, like, how great would it be to have a level 2 evoker wizard just running up and burning hands right on top of our allies and not hitting them?
Good argument. Hey, Kefka, you don't even lose your wolf form, though, do you?
How much damage does that have?
If it's halved, it'll be 4 plus 10, 14, and also the 9 before, so 14 and 9, a total of 23.
Okay, I got 12 HP left at the wolf.
How much
Yeah.
HP does the wolf have?
37 on top of the 5 temporary that I had originally.
Well, you also got hit the last turn, too. I don't know if you took...
Yeah, I took that out.
Okay.
Cool.
Damn,
Right.
that's a ton of HP.
Moon Druids, right? Like, there's just no one at second level that can compete.
Fucking beasts, man.
Literally.
Tempest
Yeah.
players are the only ones that can hold a candle to that. Otherwise, it's just, oh man, that's so powerful. Just the HP soak that you get.
He's not even going the tankiest. So he can go Cave Bear.
Yeah.
Get 3
That-
levels in Barbarian too, and then you're cooking.
Trip and pack tactics, though, they're hard to beat, right?
Oh man, you saved two people from dying by knocking those targets prone when they were about to run away with player characters. Like, you win the Overwatch MVP award. You're the player of the game so far.
Play the game.
The game.
Like Arctic's just wait. 3rd time's the charm, Arctic. Your 3rd giant scorpion will kill a PC.
Wow. Rex, this the comatose body at your feet here is it's almost like 2 giant predators fighting over the same morph.
Ooh, about to be a 3rd giant predator.
Brilliant.
Hey.
Is this an occupiable square?
It is,
Right.
yeah.
Alright, I will move to there and take a swing at the scorpion.
Okay.
Come on, I need that crit. Oof,
So close.
so close.
Too bad it's not
Um,
Pathfinder.
I know. I'll lay a smite on that anyway.
All right.
Whew. And 20.
Ooh.
Creature is shattered, breaking apart into its various segments with a huge hack that leaving nothing but squealing, screeching bats flying around in all directions. Razul?
Alright, yeah, I got the swarm circling up above here, so I think Razul will circle it. Maybe 20 feet. Get to here, I'm going to use my bonus action to second win.
Okay.
And with my main action, I will bust out my whip and just give this swarm here the yeah, get out, yeah, and try and get them to disperse a little more.
And the cracking of the whip seems to do more than the actual wound. Like you bring out a bat or two with your slash, but it's really the breaking the speed barrier, sound barrier, and that disperses the bats. Their finely tuned hearing being greatly agitated by the cracking of your whip. And we turn now to Kefka, or rather we can stick with Razul just briefly. Do you continue your movement, or do you remain where you are?
I probably would start to move to begin to help the other party members seeing Luna's down.
Yeah.
Ending my movement here next to my daughter, that's turn, yeah, for sure.
Kefka, are you taking any further actions?
Is it an action? Because it's a bonus action for me to transform. So if I transform back to my normal form, is that a bonus action as well?
I believe so.
Okay,
Yeah, I believe so too, but I don't know. Yeah, so we can assume that it is, and we can check it out later.
So I'll use a bonus action to revert to my normal form, and then I'll cast Cure Wounds on Luna.
And Luna, those two tunnels disappear into the distance, and you find yourself instead in a much stinkier, more primal cave than the ones in the afterlife.
What did I miss?
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Charlemagne, taking any actions, or do you begin to relax?
I begin to relax a little. With my tiny bit of stubble, I'm starting to grow back. Little peach fuzz here and there.
That's it. You look like you're 14 all over again. Debbie, is that the end of the battle?
I'm gonna step around 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, and kind of keep, and I make sure there is nothing else.
You can make a perception check with your action if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Sorry, I had guidance clicked, so that's only 11.
No worries. You find some eggs, some giant scorpion eggs, some giant spider eggs. They're very small in comparison to the massive creatures that they will one day become. About the size of a golf ball. Yeah. But there's apart from the countless bats that still flutter past, knocking at your armor, and you have to knock them away with your shield, and so on. There doesn't appear to be a true threat anywhere that you can see.
Alright. That is my turn.
Dahlia, are we finished?
I don't know. Maybe. I'll still keep my guard up. I'll just sort of regroup with everybody, I guess.
Brilliant.
And
Take the dodge action as a default.
yeah, pretty much. Just take the dodge action.
Luna, you're lying prone on the ground, but you're back in the real world, which is, let's face it, it's not as nice as the afterlife.
I mean, there's some nice parts about it, but yeah, it's kind of boring. I'd stand up and just kind of look around, see what happened.
And Flint, you're out on your own. Do you feel that the battle is concluded, or are there any actions that you're determined to take?
There is something out there. I'm gonna take a step or so back to the room, and I'm gonna use object interaction to flip the lantern down on the hood down on my lantern. I'm gonna take a knee and try to focus out the chittering bats and everyone around me, and try to listen down the hallway, see if there's any footsteps coming or additional glass breaking or anything that might tell me what the threat is, or noises anyway.
Disadvantage, since the conditions are far from perfect.
Yeah, here goes. 7.
You don't hear anything, but it doesn't satisfy you that there's nothing out there. On the contrary, you can't shake the feeling there is.
Well, when we're regrouped here, what's the sitch? What's the plan here? So I think we need to probably get out of here. I don't know if we can take another fight like that.
Perhaps the worst of it is done, now that we have dealt
Can we
with
do
it.
the thing again?
Gotta take another short rest to do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and start collecting these eggs.
Yeah, no worries. It'll be a survival check.
Right, if someone wants to help me, I will guidance myself.
Yeah,
Before I do.
I'll offer my proficiency for the advantage, if I may.
Making an omelet.
22.
Brilliant. So you gather up ample spider eggs and scorpion eggs. It's for the sake of our numbers, we'll say 2d20 of each. But really, it's mostly just a bag full. You know what I mean? The numbers are probably less important than yeah. 16 spider eggs, about golf ball size, and the scorpions are roughly the same as well. Another 16 of the scorpion eggs, which makes up most of your pack, right? And a knapsack of 32 golf balls is, you can imagine about what that looks like.
Keep
About that
looking. Sorry, what you said?
Oh no, you finish up your thing here. I got something when you're done though.
I'm gonna keep looking around. You go.
Cool. There's silk on the roof, but it's pretty much out of reach most. All right, Flint.
Okay. Two things. Does someone want to just take the stinger off that one? That would make a nice trophy.
Yeah, I was actually
Nudge, Luna.
Suggest doing something like that.
And I want to kind of burn some of these nests that they got going on here.
Yeah.
So it should be easy enough with a flask of oil and a torch to burn down some of these. But I'm I'm gonna wait until we're ready to leave to do that.
Guidance on the survival. I have to say that, but I've been doing that with everything.
Yeah,
So, extra d4.
extra d4.
16.
But you're unable to gather anything. When Rex delivered that crushing blow at the end, he destroyed the poison sac in the process.
My bad.
You can still retrieve the needle and everything. It's just no venom.
Yeah.
I mean, we're hoping to get a trophy off of it, though. So I mean, I'm sure we can sell that to the guy, right? Like a big old scorpion, like a red scorpion tail.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you could sell those in the original Fallouts 1 and 2, red scorpion tails. Yeah. That's a thing.
And which way are we going then? Do we want to keep going deeper, or do we want to go deal with that fallen glass that we had back there? So that sounded like someone, like a person.
I would be
Does this-
uneasy continuing.
I'm guessing this loops around.
Well, if that's the case, then we best get our buns outside then.
Does it loop?
Think so.
Well, we're gonna find out.
We can't be sure. I don't like the fact that there could be something behind us.
I dislike that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to make myself smell like lavender for anxiety.
To soothe our anxiety.
Oh, there's something here.
No, those are dead.
Oh, that's just a bat. Okay.
It
So like I
loops
see
back
tokens.
It does loop. Okay.
Okay. So you know what that means? We gotta go check out the glass. We should stack up. Don't stick too close, but like pair up.
Cool.
Luna,
I'll
you're
do
using your longbow, right?
Yeah, I'll use the longbow now.
We should be ready to run here though if we're not looking for a fight.
If we're outmatched, yes, but perhaps.
Are
it
we
might
trying to
not
go
be.
quietly? I mean, it's kind of pointless with Rex and
Well,
Debbie in front.
Hold up. I want to make a perception check before we get too far ahead and see if I can hear any more glass
Yeah.
breaking.
Why don't-
I would like.
Why don't
that
Flint
as
and I
well,
push
yeah.
on ahead? And we can have a look.
We don't have dark vision though, so I think that's a bad call.
Nobody has dark vision, so I don't really know how
Exactly.
we're gonna...
I think we're
No,
kind of
it-
screwed when it comes to the whole scouting
Alright.
ahead in dark places like this. Like, this is not our natural human territory. This is fucking dwarf shit.
Mm.
I don't
Fucking
hear
dwarf.
anything.
Oh, shit.
Do we see
Debbie,
any
hold up.
glass in the ground, Arctic?
Not here, no. But Debbie, it gets cooler as you go into this tunnel. Well, let's see. Who of you would be experienced with this sort of thing? We'll say.
Maybe
Which one?
Rex. He grew up in those mountains.
Yeah, Rex is a good choice. And also Razul would be familiar with the beginnings of the Underdark. If you go deep enough into a lot of caves, eventually they start going down, and the cooler it gets, the more likely you're heading into the bowels of the world. Until it gets very hot because of the lava and magma, but but none of you have ever been that deep.
It would be unwise for us to continue down this path. I think. If
Further
we wish
east,
to,
I think.
if we wish to push down here, we must become more prepared. There is nothing for us down there today. Stay close.
Arctic, I'll make another perception check if I can.
Party's moving quite relatively stealthily, so they're not interrupting you with their sound. They're not distracting you. So the bat's the same. All right. You can't get a better roll than that, of course, and yet you still only hear silence. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything, and yet you smell something. That stench of ammonia. That stench of barnyards. The rat smell that reminded you of the sex dungeon, for want of a better word. It's all pervasive, and it just gets stronger with every step. You notice that Devi and Thalamane are getting out of sight. They're pushing on ahead.
We should definitely stay together as a group.
Hey, I see something. I see. Is that a booze bottle?
That's what it is. It looks like it is a booze bottle. When you get closer, you might notice that it has the same label as what is sold at the Ancient Arms Inn. What's it called? Daggerdale Draft? Yeah. Here's some smashed glass. Here's like not a mattress, but rather, you know what a prayer mat is? Like that, like a thick Hessian mattress. It's not very comfortable, but it's got to be better than lying on cold stone. This is a campsite. Some old ratty hides, maybe a bearskin, probably. It looks like an abandoned camp.
I want to
Can I
take a
see
peek
how-
around here. Look at the ceilings.
Any of this glass look freshly broken?
It does. There's moisture under it, like the stench of beer still lingers in the air.
Look at where Thalamage is pointing, and I see. What is that? Is that a rat?
That's a rat. It's scurrying away. It's trying to, find an exit, but there's nowhere for it to go.
Try to grab it.
Roll for initiative.
Uh-oh.
The rat takes on a humanoid shape.
Who are we dealing with?
Rats.
Oh,
boy.
buddy. There it is. Oh, yes!
Time to get some.
Oh, no!
At first, I thought it was part of the map.
Oh, we'll be right
I
back.
didn't realize it was an entity there.
The rats, out of instinct, they run up Debbie's shirt, up her sleeves, and into her bodice, and they just bite recklessly and randomly as a swarm.
No, they can't get into the armor.
Nah, not a chance. Even if they do get underneath the plates, they're not going to get through the chain link that you would have.
Yeah, I made this myself. It's good quality shit.
Perfect. Dahlia, you see a swarm of rats engulfing Debbie like a blanket. One of those rats turns into a vaguely humanoid form, like a half man, half rat.
Okay. I don't really get it, like in character. But a big, scary rat man, that's gotta be bad. So I'm gonna hit it with a Sacred Flame. With a whopping 1 damage.
Right. Were-rat squeals and anticipates it being a lot more dangerous than it actually is. But when it gets hit by such a minuscule attack, it gains a great deal of confidence. It thinks that maybe it can over you if you're all that hopeless.
Ouch. I didn't know this had a vicious mockery.
Indeed. Yeah, the rats are like that. They're all bastards, right? Rat bastards.
Huh.
I'm gonna pull out my bow, and since it's the first turn of combat, I get advantage on this attack. Not that I needed it
Oh.
for 6 damage.
Oh.
Right, onto the were-rat.
Yeah, under the were rat.
Any particular type of arrow?
Yeah, I would have. Well, no, the first one would have been a normal arrow.
Nice ruling. That's I think that's quite fair. So an excellent strike. Kill. Alright, it's not a beast unfortunately, but it is a precision strike. However, no sooner have you wounded the rat than it seems to regenerate before your eyes.
Huh. Okay.
Oof.
I'm just gonna go after the were-rat.
Right.
Actually, first I'm gonna take a couple steps back.
Okay.
14 hit.
Onto the swarm or the were-rat? Yeah, no worries. Alright. 14, the rat is agile and dexterous, but it has no armor, and so your spark of chaos lands on it, ravaging it, angering it.
5 lightning.
Burning. The already awful smell of this den just gets worse as you burn the hair away. Razul, you've got to give it to Debbie. She's got bigger balls than most men.
I think she's fucking crazy.
She's both of these fucking women are crazy. Like me and Razul are like, we're men, right? Like we're just like, what the fuck is
Right?
this?
We're the speech party. Cowards.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking to some men who have been slaves more than once.
Gonna drop my torch at my feet and bring up my heavy crossbow and thunk right at this were-rat. 18.
Brilliant strike, and yet for all the accuracy, the wound seems to begin to close before your very eye.
Horrible creature. Turn. That's me.
Rex, you're not in the front line. What are you doing?
This is a travesty. 2, 3. Ooh, I can make it. But I'll leave a little gap for my friends. Move right
thank
here. And I will.
I was just like, I don't want to shoot you, Rex.
And I will breathe fire right on them.
Just onto the were-rat, right, or onto Debbie and the swarm as well?
Just onto the were. Just onto the
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
7 DC 12.
Did I roll? Yeah, there it goes.
Hoo-hoo.
Okay. Again, the wounds seem to heal. Even fire doesn't stop its regeneration. But we've now hit it with so many injuries that its natural resistance just can't catch up with the sheer damage that we're inflicting.
And that'll end it for me.
Right.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna move up here. Try to get a. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's going to have cover from Debbie.
God damn it.
Not bad.
I mean, Razul is just as much of an obstacle in my line of sight here. But yeah, I am going to actually be holding an action. I am going to put a silver arrow on my bowstring, and I hold an action to shoot the were-rat if it comes within 5 feet of either of my allies, or any of my allies.
Kefka.
I'm gonna go right there, take a pebble out of my bag, and cast magic stone. And that's to the were-rat.
Crunch. Straight between the eyes. And it's enough to knock it out. The were-rat falls to the ground, and yet, even you can still see that the burns and the stabs healing, even in unconsciousness.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Debbie, the were-rat is knocked out while the swarm does what swarms do.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action use my last spell slot to pop Shield of Faith on myself to help protect against these rats. And I'm going to toll the dead on the rare rat to try and draw more of its life.
Automatically. Yeah. Sorry.
It takes 12.
Right. Fails a death saving throw instantly. And yet, before your very eyes, it begins to heal and wake up. It regenerates at the end of its turn, and so you see it twitch and open its eyes and struggle to get to its feet, but it's still scrambling when the
So, were rats confirmed?
Yep.
Did we lose Arctic?
Can we hear each other?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
leg right there.
Okay, I just got a blip here on my end.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
everyone's still here,
I
but
dropped-
he's just probably cut.
Alright, time to chop off this guy's head.
Huh. Here's the
Questions
thing.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got we're gonna want to gag that fucker's mouth, maybe knock his teeth out, and get these manacles on him.
I was thinking we just stick a silver arrow or silver bullet into him, just leave it there.
I mean, we could do that, but we might want to get a couple words out of it.
If we put him in cuffs, he's just going to turn
Plus-
into a rat.
Then we shoot him.
Yeah, you got a point. Maybe
How
we could
about-
just put him in a bag.
We just get bit.
We put him in a
Right.
burlap sack, dude. Yeah.
We just get bitten from him and join his gang.
No.
You don't want to be a
No.
were-rat. You want to be
Yeah,
a
if we're gonna be any kind of any kind of lycanthrope other than a were-rat, please no.
We could break into the mill with them and read smut and have fun in this dungeon. It sounds like a great adventure.
I don't want to fuck under a mill with rats. No.
Well,
I don't know what druids do,
Well, I
but
think this is my last day with the kid being in this group. If you guys don't want to go that direction,
what's
What
up?
was that?
I was just kidding. I said I was going to leave the group since we're not going in that direction, but I was just kidding.
What? I can't read smut with rare rats? I'm out!
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I'm not into it.
I
Hey,
thought
what
that
you
was
and
shame
Arctic
here.
do in the DMs is up to you, Billy. I'm going to be right back, guys. Sorry.
Wow, what a session. Damn. 2 near player deaths. It's every week with Luna nearly dying.
Isn't it fun?
You're fucking Naruto, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone else took that off my shoulders. I can't take the stress right now.
Oh. Yeah, Devi's just fucking up front and center.
Yeah, that
Gotta say, I've had
14
some
AC is
clutch damage
encouraging.
rolls with this longbow. This D10 longbow is a fucking monster.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's a D10 longbow. That's awesome.
Yeah, D10 longbow with increased range, bro. So like I wasn't planning on doing a sniper, but here I go.
Dude,
Playing.
It's like how you weren't planning on playing a stealth archer, but then you ended up playing a stealth archer.
Yeah, here I go. Well, it's also because like Luna uses longbows, but no one else really like specializes in it. So I'd almost be remiss not to use it. So what I'm probably gonna do is like I've dipped the 1 level in barbarian. I'm probably gonna leave it at that and just level rogue the rest of the way through.
Yeah, I mean it's good to have a range option that doesn't suck too, because there's
Oh god, yeah,
where you can't get to somebody.
yeah. Because like I need to get sharpshooter, man. If this is the case, because it wouldn't be a big deal if we always made sure to keep firing lanes open, but it's hard to do, and there's so many people. It's just it's so necessary for me to do that. For me to
With
take
so
that.
many frontliners too, it's gonna be very hard for you to get like a good shot off.
Yeah, it'll be a little easier in 2 levels once I get second story work, because then I get a dank ass climb speed.
That was a good ability.
Yeah. Oh god, I can't wait to get this character to level 4, level 5.
Honestly, yeah, Thief Rogue, like our strength Thief Rogue with Tavern Brawler, man, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a good
Yeah,
plan.
oh man, plus the level of Barbarian, like I can essentially double my HP on the spot if I actually get caught in the open. Plus the ability to have a shield, I can effectively cast Shield of Faith then, when I'm raging, I just like use my bonus action, extra like use object, I can equip a shield. Which that makes it really easy to switch between a longbow and a sword and shield. But I'm also thinking if I take sharpshooter, thrown weapons.
Yeah.
Since spider silk is worth something, how much silk could I get out of like me turning into a giant spider and shitting for an hour?
Ooh.
Quite a bit. I feel like
That sounds
that sounds like hacks, and I love it.
Yeah, that is one of those like.
Would it last past when you gained it back?
I bet you could honestly make some really badass like what kind of armor would you make with that? I guess it'd be essentially like leather armor, but better.
That'd be light armor, maybe 13 plus.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
That might be a bit too much, but
yeah.
Just put it at 1 level above studded leather. Yeah, that would be good. I think that's
one thing I like to do sometimes is you hand out like a +2 or a +3 piece of really shitty armor. Like you get +3, like fuck it, or +2 studded leather. It's +1 or +2 regular leather. I mean that's only +1 studded leather, or like +2 chainmail. I mean it's plate mail, but it's like, is that really worth a +2 enchantment? Not at all.
No,
that
but
might
like
be what I do with this golden hide is just make it plus whatever hide.
That's a lot of stuff you could do with that. I do feel like essentially getting a cloak of protection and like bumping it or even bracers of unarmored defense or something along those lines.
Take a level in monk. Get braces of unarmored defense.
Profit.
Hey, I did this like a lot like thematically for the unarmored defense just because I think it's awesome not to have to equip armor. Like after playing so many heavy armor characters, it's really nice to not have to take that 10 minutes. Like I can just grab my sword and I'm good to go. Yeah, Rex is pained on that, yeah.
With the heavy armor, yeah, I know.
I feel that.
Yeah, both you two. It's like I can just grab my shield and I got 18 AC right there in my skivvies. But we got to do something about Luna's AC. I don't know what, but something.
I know you have a 14.
I'd be able to whip that into a cloak of protection for her.
Yeah, I figure we do that, and if you can make her, like, if we can do something, reduce the price, but get her a breastplate.
Yeah, breastplate.
Because that would bump her AC to 17 flat there. Just those two things.
That's honestly enough for 90% of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, if you want a shield, you can bump that to.
Nah, I'm thinking great sword, great axe.
Yeah, and that shouldn't be too hard to get, honestly.
No, it's just
We already have a great axe.
Wait, we
you're
do?
using it.
Yeah, we Rex picked one up.
Mhm.
Oh, nice. Okay, we can kind of hear you, Arctic. You sound really muffled.
Yeah, I've switched over to my mobile, so I've just plugged the headphones into the mobile. It's taking longer than I expected. The swarm of rats bites Devi. Gets a 19, 7 points of piercing damage. But more
It does
importantly,
not hit.
19 doesn't hit. Oh, right. Well,
You cast Shield of Faith.
excellent work. And so, they're little diseased incisors of teeth don't break your skin and fill your veins with filth fever. So I look like I'm going to be back. So, I will.
Okay, you kind of garbled there.
All right. So back in the computer now. You can hear me all right?
Yep.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yeah, good. So, yeah, really wasn't sure if that was coming back or not. Okay, cool. So, Adalia, the were-rat is blinking. His wounds are healing. And it looks like in 60 seconds from now, he'll be at full health again. Agadale were-rats, man, they're hard to kill. Dahlia, are you there?
Hello?
Dahlia.
Dolly.
Might have disconnected, maybe.
Sorry.
No, you're. He might have, yeah.
We'll move on to Luna.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, yep, we can now, yeah.
There we go. Okay, right. Okay. I'll try and hit the rats that are swarming Devi with a Sacred Flame, because I figure I can't friendly fire with that.
No, and again, we're only trying to disperse them. You know, we don't want to kill every individual rat. Well, we might. Maybe we do. But
Kill them all.
your sacred flames are really letting you down.
Very much so, yeah.
At least they're hitting now.
At least they're hitting. But the handful of rats that disperses can't account for the ones that are already underneath her armor and in between the layers of armor. And that must be the worst feeling, having fucking multiple rats crawling through your clothing. Oh, that's awful.
Feels a little violated.
Yeah, right.
Ugh, like climbing up the pant leg and stuff.
And then, yeah, little claws.
They're poking with their
scurrying
nose, dude. Just poking.
The tail's dragging behind them. It's awful. Ugh. In all respects.
I'll move forward a bit. So are we killing this rat or not? Also, as I pull up my silver arrow.
What does she do? You do as you will.
Alright, I'll shoot it.
Alright.
15 or 10, I guess. It's prone.
Yeah. No, we'll call it regardless. And so your arrow strikes into it, and the were-rat is already afraid. Naturally, it's quite terrified. But when the silver arrow hits it, it becomes petrified, and it begins to die. The hair no longer regrows, the wounds no longer close, and it isn't dead yet, but it is dying.
Okay.
Alamein. We have rats everywhere.
Move down here and shoot at the rats that are on Devi.
Excellent. Picking them off That'll do it. Significant amount of damage.
One has to name that.
The rats just keep frenzying. Razul.
Okay. Worked with the swarm of bats, so watch me whip. I'll get to about 10 feet out of the swarm and just scat! Get out of here! Well, 7.
The cracking of the whip creates a lot of audible noise, but no effective strikes, leaving Rex to do the job properly.
We'll end up here. That's turn.
Oh yeah, Rex is gonna just run up to the swarm and take a swing at him. Try to cleave up as much as he can.
All right.
Get him off! Get him off! Get him off!
He raises his axe and most of the rats are underneath your clothing, Debbie. What the fuck are you doing, man? But he carefully plucks them off one by one. Maybe volleying the rats, throwing them up against the wall. They do. There's still several inside her clothing, but many of them are now dispersing. Got any ideas?
Alrighty, so I'm gonna kind of bob and weave my way here through the people. Excuse me, pardon me. And I guess what's up?
Real man coming through.
Yeah, I'm gonna use. I guess I'll use the tumble bonus action to get right through Razul. And I switch my longbow for my net. And I throw the net on the unconscious were-rat. This is to more or less restrain the jaws.
Very.
I don't know if that's 11 then, I think.
It'll be fine. I think you get advantage because it's unconscious. In any case, it's
Fair. Yeah,
you subdue it.
Stuff the dead body in a net.
Perfect. Doesn't seem to be regenerating, which probably pleases you. Yeah, Kafka, are you just going to leave Debbie to deal with this herself, or have you got any idea?
I'm going to cast Magic Stone and throw it at the swarm.
One by one, you knock these rats for 6. Yep, that'll do. That's fine. That hits.
So much damage.
Exactly. We've hit it 5 or 6 times, but they're just all such insignificant attacks, which kind of makes sense since they're buried under layers of clothing. Debbie, if you want a job done, you get a woman to do it.
Yep. They're between my armor and me, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're gonna stop, drop, and roll to try and crush them.
Brilliant. Make whatever check you think is appropriate for this.
I don't even know. Maybe athletics?
Yeah, athletics is good. Yeah, good choice.
14?
You crush the majority of them, and they squeak and squeal and try to get away. Are we going to hunt these individual rats, or are we just going to let them disperse?
I'm okay with letting them go. I don't know about you guys.
Nobody's playing a tabaxi, so I think we're okay.
I'm not going to chase them, but anyone that runs by me, I'm just going to stomp on them.
Kafka stomps it underfoot and proves that canines are dominant over rodents. All right. We have captured a
So-
were-rat. It remains in were-rat form. I don't think they revert to humanoid form when they're unconscious. I think it's only when they're dead.
I'm really sorry here, guys. I think I have to go.
Yeah.
Probably gonna miss the last half hour here. Sorry. Thanks for the session, Arctic. Thanks, guys. Well played.
See you soon.
I'll see you guys next week.
Hey, yeah, you have a good night, man.
Thanks. Yeah. Cheers.
Join in the shenanigans.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw manacles on it while it's in the net. I mean, I'll just kind of dump the corpse out in the middle of the room here. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing with it?
I don't know. Kill it. Killed everything else.
Yeah, that's. Well, I'll be the one to say it. This is, I suppose it's still something like a person. Like, reckon way I see it,
See himself
we
as a
bun-
person.
we busted into his home and knocked him out real cold. I'd be keen to hear what words he would have to say for himself, but I figure as long as me and Luna got bows trained on him, a couple feet of distance, we could probably talk with him some.
Hmm.
Alright, we could do that.
Alrighty then. Yeah, we'll cook up some makeshift restraints and see if we can't, I don't know, stabilize it.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, cool. All right, and so that you're able to do that probably over a period of 10 minutes or so. You're able to take every preparation that you need. But in any case, the were-rat seems to be so thoroughly subdued that you'd be surprised that it could get away at this stage.
It does have some like faint breathing though. It's not dead.
No, it's not dead, and
Mostly dead.
that's right. It's mostly dead. And if any of you know anything about were-creatures, it's one of their things. It's if any of you know anything, that they tend to revert to humanoid form when they die.
Okay, so if we want the bounty on this sucker here, we probably want to take him in human form. Was there a bounty on were creatures? I don't think there was actually.
I think the very first bounty was where creature was.
I'm gonna double check the bounties list.
I think there was. It's just naturally hard to claim because if you kill them, they revert to human form, and then it's impossible to prove that it was a were creature.
I'm gonna check out the camp.
A couple of half-drunk bottles of Daggerdale Draft, a half-eaten wheel of cheddar, a fresh ounce of tobacco. It's still in its little leather satchel. Yeah, cheese and tobacco. Yeah, that's right. Make an investigation roll to see if there's anything else.
Hey, Nabbit. I need to turn stuff off. 13.
Nothing else that you can see. The coals of the fire are still smouldering. There's broken glass on the floor, so you've got heavy boots. You shouldn't cut your feet, but you could otherwise.
There's
Yeah.
nothing specifically on were rats in the bounties or were creatures in general. And I did roll a really good check on those. These are fairly social creatures as far as lycanthropes go. Is that true, or is that just my memory failing me?
They are social. They tend to live in swarms. The fact that there are 2 blankets here could indicate, that that multiple creatures use this as a base. Yeah, it's a lot of beer for one guy. Surely no one has ever drunk 4 beers by themselves.
What?
We should be on our
No
guard.
man has
There's likely more than one of them.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, do we take them and go? Or what?
You can always execute him outside.
So I'm kind of counting on the net to contain him if he tries to turn into a rat again.
I got a gun, don't worry.
You got a gun?
Oh, no, never mind. Sorry, I'm
Okay. Yeah, well. Are we fucking off? I think we're fucking off.
I think so.
Yeah. I think there was more to the crypt that we didn't explore.
Yeah, the place where there
only-
actually might have been some treasure.
Yeah, only a little bit according to the map.
Yeah, we're so tapped, I'm not sure if we want to... Oh, hey, Devi.
It's a perception.
Is that another rat?
I mean, it looks like another rat on the map, but it could just be a regular rat, right?
Loads longbow with murderous intent.
Hurrying
I'm gonna
around.
call... Show yourself, we know you're there.
Makes a run for it.
Can I try to shoot him?
Are we
Alright,
just gonna roll initiative again?
let's roll for initiative.
I'm so fucking ready for this.
21.
So this is just a regular rat, and we're gonna just nuke it, and it's gonna.
We're just
Well, it might be.
Sulfur. Don't worry.
Watch, this is actually just one regular rat.
Seeing as it doesn't have a stat block, I assume.
Flint,
Okay.
a big fat
Alrighty.
rat is running away.
I am going to shout to it, "Hey, stop! This is pure silver, asshole. I'll fucking shoot you if you don't stop moving." I'm gonna move up 30 feet. And if the rat makes any action to dash more than 5 feet further from where it is, and it doesn't like stop and seem to give a surrender signal, I will shoot it.
Intimidate check.
Intimidation. I got a +0.
The rat's making a bolt for it. It's Luna.
Yeah, seeing the rat start to run, I'm just gonna fling it.
But it's such a small and agile creature.
I have advantage on the first turn of combat.
Oh, brilliant!
Oh.
But your skill at beast hunting means that you anticipate where it's going to be. And you hit the rat with enough force that it should surely kill it, but it keeps on running.
Then the +2 from beast, or no?
Maybe.
You don't need to tell me, yeah. That was
Indeed.
a silver arrow as well.
Good call. Dahlia.
I can roll above a 2.
Maybe.
Hey, look, a 7.
Hey, there you go. Watch him pass it. I don't mean to be Debbie Downer. Oh shit, never mind.
Yeah, my plan is basically to, once I start getting higher level spell slots, to use my support spells for those slots, and then start using Guiding Bolt for my first level slot so I can actually do damage.
Oh
God,
yeah,
it's a broken spell.
it's so good. Plus it auto-generates sneak attack for me if we're near an initiative.
It's pretty neat.
It's like just, like, what, 5d6 at level 1? For no reason?
4d6.
4d6. fucking
And-
OP as fuck. Like chromatic
it's,
orb is like not nearly that good. Like it's 3d8
It's 3D.
and yeah, and it doesn't have like an advantage effect like that on head. Like what the fuck?
Like you gotta choose what type of damage you're doing, but still.
It's good. Don't get me wrong. 25 gold is a bit steep at level 1. Anyway, I'm sorry. We're eating up your turn.
Just
just-
refuses to die.
Right, that's it.
Super hardy rat. Kefka.
I am going to use my bonus action to turn into a giant spider.
Frightening.
Then I'm gonna run right there and I'm gonna bend over and I'm gonna shoot some web out of my ass.
Alright. The rat has been shat on. Debbie, are you
Very
on mute?
nice.
I am not. I'm gonna come over and stab the rat and leave it in there, kind of trying to use the spear to pin it to the ground. And I'm assuming this has advantage because it's restrained to the web.
Yeah.
I'll try to roll with advantage. Either way, it's pretty. Just kind of trying to. I don't pull the spear out, just kind of leave it in and put my weight on.
Right. On the rat's turn, it reverts into a humanoid form, the form of a halfling. It says, "Hey, what's the big idea? I'm innocent. I'm a druid. Don't hurt me. I'm a druid."
Huh.
I put over my shoulder to the spider. That's a druid.
Brother, we're the same religion. Don't let him hurt me.
I say to him telepathically, I say, then speak Druidic.
Jabba, abracadabra.
Nice. Turn into another animal then besides a rat. I say to Devi, he's lying.
Hold on, are we still on initiative?
Probably not.
I
I think Ratworth is kind of defeated.
okay. Does he respond when I say and thieves can't parlay?
Sure, buddy. Whatever you want.
All right, you're gonna answer our questions here, or we're gonna kill you or your friend. First question: who are you and who's your friend?
Terry.
And do you
Oh,
usually? Oh,
We're from nearby town.
you cut out a little bit there. I think I heard something about the nearby town. Did they say that they're from the nearby town, from Daggerdale? Did he cut off again?
Poor people. Is it not working? Maybe I'm
Oh.
speaking too high pitched. It doesn't.
Now I got you. It
I
just
think
doesn't like your where at voice.
Yeah, that's right. Discord, like it has a new muffling system where it takes out background noise. and so I guess it thinks that were-rat voice is background noise.
It is a bot of no culture. Doesn't appreciate were-rats.
Terrible. Terrible. Druids. Doesn't appreciate druids. Yeah.
I mean, it speaks thieves' cant. If it talks like a rat, if it quacks like a rat, it's a were-rat.
It admits that it's that his name. He says his name is Ogmar. He says his friend's name is Terry. They are both from the local town of Dagger Falls.
I kind of like. Oh, go ahead.
Are you the rats breaking into the mill?
How many of you are breaking into the mill?
Yeah, there's a lot of them, but don't worry, I can point them all out to you. If you just give me amnesty, immunity from prosecution, and I'll rat them out for you.
I twist the spear a little bit. That's still in him.
Fucker's gonna run the first chance he gets, isn't he?
I mean, I'd expect so.
Alright. Well, I got a whole list of questions for this guy here. If you just want to go down the list.
Wait!
I can't.
I know where there's a treasure. Do you like treasure? If you give me my freedom, I'll show you where a treasure is.
We'll get to the treasure later. For now, we have questions relating to the town and the apparent lycanthrope infestation. Is there like a boss? Who's the boss?
Druids! We're druids! Druids are our boss! Up in the border forest, there's a bunch of druids there. There's an ancient religion, Malar. Well, Malar looks after us, and Saloon. The druids, they protect us. You know, they understand us. They know that we're people just like you, and that we have rights. We have culture.
You seem like
Twist the spear a little bit more. What rights?
With a 9, can I
As a
tell if
druid.
he's telling the truth?
You'll actually have a 14. You'll have an advantage because you are a druid yourself, and it checks out. I'm not saying that he's telling the truth necessarily, but it checks out. There are druids in the border forest. They do worship Malar and Saloon, and they do provide protection for the lycanthropes because they're a people. They're a local people. They're an indigenous people, right? Or an indigenous curse, however you want to look at it. They are a local phenomenon, and they have the druid's protection. Not total protection. Like if a druid, if they piss a druid off, the druid is perfectly within their rights to skin them alive, to do anything they want to them. But theoretically, the druids do keep the lycanthropes safe from retribution. Yeah, so his story checks out. That's not to say that he's telling the truth, but his story checks out. The others out for you. I'll tell you who the bad guys are. I'll show you the treasure. Just promise me, Druid's honor, that you'll let me go.
You didn't tell me who's the big were-rat in town. Like, there has to be someone who pulls more weight, more like a boss. Maybe not a mayor, but someone you all listen to.
Just free citizens, right? A bunch of them work down in the fields, right? A lot of them work in the fields. They're so much closer to the bakery because they work for the baker. It's the best gig you can imagine. But we answer to the druids. They tell us what to do. There's this druid. Her name's Ace. She's real hot. She's a halfling like me. She's like a princess, a ghost-wise princess. You know, halflings that can speak into your head. telepathically. Now, I'm not one of them, but she's one of them, and she's like the leader. She's a moon druid. You know her, right? You're a moon druid. You know her, right? And Kafka, you don't know her, but racial memory tells you about her. Your quarry's never met her, but Ace is a pretty prominent druid among the organization. She's most notable for the fact that she is a champion of lycanthrope rights. She believes that people have the right to eat human flesh, to hunt human flesh, because you guys keep sheep and cattle and you put them in pens, you eat them and you skin them and you wear their wool and their fur. Like, how is that any different from the wolf hunting you? And if a druid can turn into a wolf form, why can't the druid hunt you? That's the sort of culture and philosophy that these druids have. It's totally legitimate to hunt and kill and even skin and wear humans because they do it to us.
Huh. Guess I can't fault his logic.
So why don't you live among the druids then, instead of in Dagadale?
I like to smoke. I like the finer things in life. I don't want to live in no damn forest. That's a shitty way to live, man.
Can attest.
Yes, but you are becoming a plague in the mill with the rats, and you are taking food from the peoples.
I'll show you. That'll make up for it, right?
What about your book about death pussy?
Oh man, you got that book? It's my book. Can you give it back, please? It's an heirloom. My mother gave it to me.
What? That's horse shit. I don't even need to roll for that.
My father. I mean, my father gave it to me. Yeah.
Don't push your luck.
I'm sorry. Look, I'll show you the treasure. I'll get out of your hair. You'll never hear from me again.
Whose treasure?
It's a corpse, right? I didn't want to disturb it because the spiders keep tabs on it. There was they captured someone. I don't know what they got. I have never got a chance to check it out, but I know it's shiny.
Huh? Let's go check it out, I suppose. If we let you go, you gonna try to do something stupid?
Got both. You got silver. You got a chance of escape.
You work with us, we'll let you go. We'll even give you your stuff back, right? Kind of looks glance over his shoulder at the rest of his companions.
Terry, come on, Terry. He's a good guy.
You and
He'll come to.
your rat friends, you must leave Daggerdale.
Yes, anything you say. You're a druid, right?
Wait.
I'm obliged to follow your orders. That's what we do.
I don't know if you want to start a turf war with no druid. Like, way I see it, we should probably put these folk back the way we found them as much as we can, so we don't piss her off none.
Buddy,
Unless you want to go pick a fight with the druid.
I'll run all the way to Cormir. I don't want to live in no damn forest anyway.
And you're spreading your disease there, then, or your curse, rather.
No. I mean, I'll go and start a farm of my own out in the countryside, right? I'll be a farmer.
Nah, ain't none of my business what you do with your life. It's your life.
If I see
Let's
any
go check
more
on this.
rats in the mill, then I know that you have lied, and I promise you, I will find you. I will kill the rest of you.
I won't cause any trouble, I promise. This is fair deal, fair trade, right? I'm giving you treasure. I'm showing you treasure. That's gotta be worth my life. I ain't worth shit, man. I'm just a common farmer.
Tell you what, you show us where this is. I'll give you a little coin for your trouble.
Sure,
I'm
pal.
sorry about this.
Real pals, right? You want me to show you now?
I'll keep close eye on his hands, but yeah, let's do this now, honestly.
Yeah, let's do it.
Glass, a beer bottle. I heard like a thunderclap, and it scared the shit out of me, man. Oh, was that you?
Yeah, that was us.
Oh man.
I keep the arrow knocked, but like down at my waist.
Mean nothing. I'm not gonna run or nothing. I'm scared. I'm real scared. He looks over at the giant spider. I'm real scared.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Alright, so I'll just move him up ahead. He's not running, but I'll just move him up ahead
Alrighty.
so that I'm not inching way forward. And right at this sort of crossroads here, up here is there's spiderweb, as you know, throughout the roof. Lots of spiderweb. Now that he points it out, it's relatively obvious. There is a cocoon up there. The cocoon is human sized. I have a visitor. I might have to go and let them in.
It's right about at session time too here.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you want to hang around, I'll show you what you get. But other than that, for those of you who have to leave, I will call it now, and I will see you all in a week's time.
Yeah.
Hang around for a few.
That was a lot of fighting this week. God damn.
There was a lot of almost dying.
Holy fuck, we almost had 2 separate player deaths. Like, we almost had a scorpion abscond with our party members. Not only that, but that first fight, man, like, holy shit. Like, doing the overrun and then eating 3 more attacks was just craziest shit I've ever done.
Just want to point out that I didn't get hit once this entire session.
I soaked. Yeah, dude, I soaked just shy of 40 points of damage in that ghoul fight. That rage saved my goddamn life. It's so amazing.
Having 21 AC has saved me so much.
Oh my god, right? It's so hard for them to roll like above that. You're pretty much having like at this level, like this tier, Arctic's having to roll like a 16 or higher, 17 or higher.
Yeah. And like the rats are like, hey, we rolled a 19. I'm like, that's a good thing I cast freaking my Shield of Faith to give me that +2.
Oh, dude, right? Oh man.
Like I'm eventually gonna drop it once I hit tier 2 because my concentration's always gonna be on Spirit Guardians.
Yeah, there's other things that you can do that are better, but like at level like 1 through 4, it's so good.
It is.
Like, oh man, I cannot wait to hit level 3 here and get my cunning action. That's gonna be such a game changer for me.
That's gonna be huge.
Oh man, right? Like, part of me is just like kicking myself for doing another multi-class, but at the same time, I know after I hit level 4, level 5, this build is online. It's good to go.
Right.
And as it turns out, with the 1 level, I'm still going to be hypothetically at 20. I still will hit the full 6 feats or the ASIs from the rogue and max sneak attack damage.